man said, it's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
Let me know. Make sure my connection is not acting now. Yeah, we got ourselves a legendary guest in the building. We got a star-studded panel as usual. It's so much to discuss, because the Brooklyn Nets have been through so much turmoil, and it seems to be a shocking turn of events that we're gonna get into tonight. One minute is doom and gloom, the next minute it seems to be heaven on earth. And we're gonna get all into it tonight. And we're going to discuss why this whole Brooklyn Nets situation, impacts everybody. I'm telling you right now, whoever your team is, what's been going on in Brooklyn more than likely will impact your team. I don't give a damn if you out west. I don't care where the hell you're at. We're going to get into it, man. It's Flight Sports. Before we introduce our special guest, you already know what time it is. We got all access in the building. What's the deal, Dex? Talk to the people. We live.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, hottest shit in the streets. The monologue stays the same. Shout out to the panel, shout out to the chat, and shout out to everybody that's rocking with us, regardless medium that you are using.
That's right. That's right. So we're gonna get into it, man. It's an honor, to be on here tonight discussing Brooklyn Nets basketball. We got the legendary Hoop Jargon in the building. Hoop Jargon, what's the deal? Talk to the people. We live. It's Flight Sports.
Man, what's the deal, Flight? What's the deal, Dex? Man, we out here to do what we do best, man. Talk that round ball, man.
You already know. So we see what you've been doing, lately with the Brooklyn Nets. Talk to the people. What made you gravitate to the Brooklyn Nets? Coming from the various different topics of your content.
Man, good question. So what I try to do is I try to get ahead of storylines, because I'd be lying to say I don't like being right, but I also want to give perspective that when I look at something, I want some fruit to come from it. So when I saw Brooklyn being torn up, I started making videos about it, just like, okay, hold on, KD, you tripping. Hold on, Kyrie, you ain't got no leverage. Hold on now. All my videos, they all make sense. And I like to do them in moment, because it's just how I evaluate it. It's not me being favoritism.
I think we might have some technical difficulties. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Flight.
Okay, yeah. What happened? Y'all all got lagged out?
I guess so.
Yeah, I was wondering what the hell happened because I was having some technical difficulties on my connection. I was like, what the hell is going on? Out of nowhere, just like I said, everything just froze on my computer. So I logged. I popped it on my phone. Sorry about the technical difficulties, people. We're gonna have Hoop Jargon in the building. We're gonna break down the whole entire Brooklyn Nets saga. It's very extensive. We're gonna get all into it. How can the Brooklyn Nets improve and get to where the people thought they would be? Nobody thought they would be. How they finished. And that was through various situations on why we're gonna get into that later on tonight too. Hopefully, we got Hoop Jargon back. What is Hoop Jargon? We straight?
Yeah, man, I hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. There was some technical difficulties, but I see that
Man.
we back. I see we back solid again. What's back to what we was talking about before we got disconnected?
Yeah.
What made you gravitate towards this content? With the Brooklyn Nets, what attracted you to this team, to these superstars and these players?
Yeah, and I don't know how much y'all caught, but I started back over. I like to get ahead of storylines that I think that are going to be big storylines later, because what I noticed is everybody, especially these mainstream media outlets, they're usually wrong on a lot of stuff. And then let me give an example. It's a cat named RB the Breakthrough. He stopped doing YouTube, but he was really good at like calling out mainstream people and being right about stuff. One of which is Nick Wright, who I call Nick Wrong. Uh, so I was like, you know what? Let me start just getting ahead of a storyline that I think is going to be something, and let me just say my opinion all the way through. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. And goddamn it, Flight, I've been 2 for 2 on 2 big ones. One of which was the NBA Finals with the Warriors. I was on that tough, and I called out Nick Wright for his horrible opinions, and I did it every game. So it's not me waiting 2 games and then I react. I did it before each game, and everything. Well, not everything, but most things I said came true. So I looked at this Brooklyn Nets situation. Obviously, it's a dynamic duo with Kyrie Irving and your boy KD, and with Ben Simmons looming, what I'm saying, in the wings. So I'm like, okay, they don't have enough leverage to leave. So let me get ahead of this storyline, right? Let me get ahead of the storyline and let me report it as I see it. And then, shit, if it come fruitful, cool. If it don't, it don't. But I just want to kind of show, I guess, my versatility that, I can see things ahead of time sometimes, and it's not just me being just reactionary to shit. So that it just was the perfect storyline to me, because I knew, and I said it, I was like, if KD leave, your legacy, bro, you taking a big hit on your legacy. And he's not going to sit out. So when he had that trade request, I'm just like, bruh, they know your personality type, bro. You're not going to sit out, man. You're a kind of dude that just want to hoop. So I'm glad it all came out. And we'll talk about the minutia, but
Right.
I just saw it being a big storyline, man. And we'll, discuss it as we get along.
Right, crazy. Like I said, I'm a Knicks fan, so I remember when the whole Brooklyn Nets situation was going on. I wanted them to come to the New York Knicks. They obviously chose Brooklyn. So when I seen all of the things going downhill internally, because the Knicks got ridiculed for their front office and this, that, and the third, it started to seem like the Knicks had a more well-oiled organization than the Brooklyn Nets. But it seems to be things are getting on track. We're not going to have that discussion tonight, but. What I will say is, what's your thoughts on the inner workings of the Brooklyn Nets organization? What's the guy named Joe Tazzi or whatever? You got Sean Marks, you got Nash in there, because they wanted this guy Nash fired. The organization backed this dude. Now, I would have loved to see people like Mark Jackson get that kind of backing. We'll get to that later on in the show too. Because I'm just saying, Nash, he ain't. I don't know what's your thoughts on him, but I mean, come on. In my opinion, I need to see more, but the way they backed him, it was crazy. It was like he was the president of the United States, what's your thoughts on the inner workings of this Brooklyn Nets organization?
Man, that's an excellent question. And what Josiah has shown me is that Josiah is a dude, he's a stand-up dude. Because let's think about it. By the show of hands, who the fuck know who Josiah is before this storyline? Like, nobody knows who the hell this dude is, right? So since we don't have a big familiarity with him, he has every reason to listen to KD and Kyrie on everything they want. So the fact that he didn't do that shows you that he has the he has the gumption to step in and be like, yo, this is my team. I don't know what y'all thought, but this is my team. I didn't pay X amount of $1 billion for this team. So it shows that, right, wrong, or indifferent, at least they stand on a principle. And I got to say, as any man, no matter from where you are on this earth, I respect men who stand up about what they're about. Because he had every reason to fold. Like, with Kyrie, demanding, the extension. But Kyrie, you ain't shown that you loyal to the team. Kyrie, you ain't shown that you a dude that we can depend on because your passions changed with the win, right? KD, you 4 years into you got 4 years left on your contract. On what planet do you get to tell the organization what to do with 4 years? And so, and I know most people want to, side with, the players. And I understand that because we connect with the players more, obviously, because we mostly black men who watch this. But from an organizational standpoint, bro, one thing you don't want to do is let people tell you what to do with your shit. And let's make it real. You buy your house, you got your family. The last thing you want somebody coming to your house, let's say it's your homeboy. He come in and he kick it on the couch. Like, hey, bro, man, the temperature a little too cold in this house, man. You mind putting that on like 80? Yeah, yo, man. Like, you mind clean up after yourself? Because, I don't like how y'all keep y'all bathroom, right? So all these things is like, and you look at them like, dude, this is my house. What you talking about? And I think that's kind of what you see going on with the Nets. And it's just interesting to see that Josiah has kind of stood up for Sean Marks, stood up for, Steve Nash. Whereas, if we're being honest, Sean Marks, former NBA player, Steve Nash, former NBA player, but they ain't really hold no weight like that as far as GMs and head coaches is concerned. So that kind of tells me that Josiah is one of them dudes. He probably a stand-up dude, more likely than not.
All access. What's your thoughts on some of these statements that we had discussed? We got my man Hoop Jargon in the building, our man Hoop Jargon, a friend in the family. You already know what it is. We're discussing a whole lot of Brooklyn Nets talk. What's your thoughts, Dax?
Well, honestly, shout out to Hoop Jargon, but I feel that Brooklyn basically just put on a slideshow. I mean, what all was said and done, everything oh my God, this is so depressing. Because Kyrie's staying. So, I mean, I didn't really care about wherever Durant went. That wasn't an issue with me because Durant has 4 years on his contract. I mean, come on, man. Really? At least Kyrie had 1 year because he had the player option and he picked up his player option. So Kyrie seemed to have more leverage of leaving than Kevin Durant based on that alone. And Kevin Durant was never a problem. It was more so Kyrie pestilence. It was more so Kyrie mercurial like behavior. Also, Ben Simmons kind of brought that in on the second half of the season. He kind of quirky as well. So he got some mental
fire.
Yeah, because he claimed that he had some mental issues. You can't detect that, so you can't really even challenge that. So the NBA is working with that aspect of the Players Association about mental issues in the NBA, the stress, the tediousness, the ups and downs of travel and things of that nature. Sometimes it take a toll on individuals. I mean, who are we to say he should man up and deal with it? So I mean, I don't know, but nevertheless, his back surgery. So it was a lot of situation chaos, not total chaos, but situational chaos amongst the Brooklyn Nets that affected or it overran into some of the other populists in that organization, as well as team members, based on looking at the Durants, the Kyries, and the Ben Simmons of the world trying to amalgamate themselves with some form of chemistry that they can have a playoff run. And we've seen that wasn't the case. They had a very quick and fast exit in the playoffs when they played the Boston Celtics. So a lot of that was disappointing. The fans, they was clamoring on Kyrie negatively. So that type of negative attachment that clouded Kyrie, personality and his personage, it took away from a lot of good things that Kyrie did do when he was able to play for the Brooklyn Nets. Now, I honestly believe, Flight, is that Kevin Durant asked for the trade due to the fact that Kyrie
Right.
Kyrie was being looked down as a problem, and they was trying to cut his branch off that tree, and they was hoping that Durant would turn a blind eye to it, and Durant didn't. He stuck up for his boy. You know what I mean? You get rid of him, I want to trade because I ain't finna sit here with babysit Ben Simmons in his mental illness and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to them. They gonna, run it back. Like I said, to me, I thought it was somewhat semi deplorable that Kevin Durant will ask for a trade. You follow what I'm saying? Masticate that, and then regurgitate, and then go back and eat off what he regurgitated. I thought that was deplorable. I thought it was disgusting, and he should have never even asked for a trade because all this was in naught. And that's why I call it a circus in
I feel
Brooklyn.
like he wanted to steal free agency. Nothing was going on, because all this popped off like right before July 1st. It's like he completely hijacked free agency. And he wasn't even a free agent.
Well, yeah, I'll say this too. All these dudes deserve each other. All of them. Like KD is literally my favorite player, man. Literally. Kevin Durant is my favorite basketball player. He's been so since Kobe retired, right? But KD's KD, man. Like one thing I don't do is lie about players I like. I don't care if I like you or not, bro. If you show me what you are, I'm gonna call you what you are. KD is an emotional dude. KD doesn't respond to criticism well. KD likes to be liked. And KD that he pushes hard on his sleeve. So I think Dex, you own something with, maybe he felt a certain type of way of how they was dealing with Kyrie because he perceived Kyrie as his boy. And he thought maybe they was, kind of shifting him. That's a Houston term. So they were doing him wrong. So as far as Kyrie, the problem with Kyrie, like you said, he's in the last year of his contract. So, everybody wants to see Kyrie to the Lakers. Me personally, as a Lakers fan, I ain't want to see it. I'm tired of giving LeBron help. Nah, you lay in your bed with Russell Westbrook. I'll be another year just watching this awful basketball for my team. But moreover, you committed to the Nets with KD. You see the goddamn shit out, man. You don't get to just, when you don't like shit, you just, X out. Because everybody gave you clemency. Get it. You don't want to get the shot? No problem. Every man got their own decision to make with that. But at the same time, then you say, well, basketball ain't that important. Well, they pay athletes too much. And then you commit it. Like, which one is it? So basically what he did, he forced himself out the market because everybody know Kyrie can hoop. Everybody know that. But he's like, okay, bro, where do your passions lie? Where does your commitment lie? So he put himself out the trading market. And then KD came off a little flighty. And the problem is you're a little too old. KD about to be 34 on tip-off, this year, right? So KD too old, but very talented. I mean, but let me say this too. I said this on my channel. The problem that started all this shit is your boy Rudy Gobert fucking the market up. The market is with the first round picks and then a few players that messed the market up.
Inflation.
That's what
and trade market and that's holding up this next trade. You're right. Rudy Gobert messed up a lot.
That's what Donovan Mitchell situation messed up because the market is messed up. You know what I'm saying? The price of the brick too high. So with that being said,
you need to cut it.
You know what I'm saying? He gotta cut it. Nah, but on some real stuff, the problem is KD, he's kind of priced out the market. And I said all this on my video, like in moment at each stage. And that's what you're seeing right now, man. Like, so they deserve each other. And Ben Simmons with his, again, like Dex said, yeah, you can't really tell the next man how you feel and how it affects you. I understand that. But at the same time, we consumers of sports. Sports is an entertainment business. It's like, bro, what the hell wrong with you, man? So with all those things together, it's a perfect band of misfits. And what I said, though, is what you're going to see is what's called order from chaos. And I think the Nets are going to be damn good this year. And I think people are going to look back on the storyline. They're going to be like, damn, they had all that chaos and they brought it together. And then people gonna start to, give them a higher level of adulation. And I'm gonna sit back. Told you. Now I ain't saying they're gonna win a championship, but I think they're gonna be a damn good basketball team because Ben Simmons basically patches up what they have wrong, which is ego. He has none really. He don't want to shoot. All you want to do is pass and play defense. And what the next missing last year? Defense and goddamn moving the ball. So it's a perfect scenario in my opinion.
I think that you brought up championships. As crazy as the Brooklyn Nets situation has been, the turmoil, when right before when they're doing season previews, the Brooklyn Nets will be on people's list to win the NBA championship. People will utter the Brooklyn Nets when they say who's going to win it all. There's going to be some people that say the Brooklyn Nets. As crazy as this summer has been.
I think Vegas got him as the favorite, 9-1 now.
Oh, see, I didn't know it was that real. But all I know is that as crazy as it is, this team is talented to win the whole damn thing. I'm not caught up with the whole Jason Tatum thing. I'm not buying it. I need to see more. Oh, it's crazy I said that because now the Green done walked in. I'm about to get in trouble for what I just said.
Oh, my God. Here's from the Leprechaun. Shout out to Zen. But listen, before Zen to rock.
I'm getting in trouble.
Zen, just hold your horses 1 second. I know you're ready to flame the panel.
I ain't got shit to say.
We got Purple Baby here too. So,
what's up, Purple Baby?
I just want to say this. How long are we going to ride this Trojan horse with Brooklyn and the Clippers? That's all I want to say. I think they both are Trojan horses.
How so? What you mean by Trojan horse?
Oh, okay. I'll come back to it, but I just wanted to let them go ahead and get in real quick before we. I'll come back to that. Hold me to that hoop jargon.
I bet.
Yeah, we here with hoop jargon. I lead Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant. Analysis right here with us right now. Y'all want to go check out Hoop Jargon right now. Subscribe to Hoop Jargon right now. It's Flight Sports TV. You already know what it is. That's the place you want to be. This season when things are heating up in Brooklyn. When something go down, you better be checking out for Hoop Jargon for that update. I'm telling you right now. So nonetheless, we got Purple Baby in the building. She was here first. We got my man Zen. We cooking early. Purple Baby, what's the deal? We got the legend Hoop Jargon in the building. Talk to us.
First of all, hello to everybody. Second of all, I just think like with KD, I think it just went back to him making that decision with the Warriors. I think he had a right to leave OKC if he wasn't happy with how things were going there and stuff like that. I wanted him to go to Washington, but Washington didn't have much, and he felt pressure to win. He was in the league for 7 years at that point and hadn't won any kind of ring, and he's seen his best chance to do that with Golden State. And so the immediate decision that he made after Golden State, because he heard the criticisms, you went to a team that beat you and all this, and you were up and you should have went back to Russell Westbrook. So his next decision, which was another bad one to me, was then going to Brooklyn and, teaming up with Kyrie. And in the back of my head, when the James Harden rumors and stuff started to come out, I knew it wasn't going to work. I'm not one who wants to rehash old teammates. When him and James Harden was together, both of them were young. James Harden went off and flourished, and shout out to him, and developed his own particular style and everything like that. And then you had Kyrie, with the whole LeBron James thing. I don't know if it was any truth to the rumors that that LeBron wanted to trade him for, I think it was Chris Paul or Paul George, something like that. I don't know how true that is, but Kyrie was mad. And so Kyrie was on a mission to get out there and win without LeBron. So you had two guys that were, one guy was in a better situation because one guy played with LeBron James and should have stayed there. He made a very bad decision to me, and he should have stayed with LeBron James, be a man and talk it out with him. But they're in this situation in Brooklyn now where it's just like, I don't see them winning. I see them being a good regular season team or hard team, when it comes to the playoffs. a hard team that's gonna be. You're not sweeping this team if they
A
all play.
hard out.
Yeah, you're not gonna sweep them. It's gonna go 7 games, but it's just I know all three of them are just looking now. Ben Simmons, I understand that situation. I've always said with him and Embiid, outside of his playmaking, they didn't fit together ever. Ben Simmons needs to play with a stretch big or a stretch four. That's what he needs with him because of how he plays. But that I understood. I didn't like the way he went about it, and I didn't like how Philly handled it. But I support, because they should have broke that up a long time ago. But with Kevin Durant, every decision, that Golden State thing really hurt him. But I understood he didn't want to go back and play with Westbrook, and I wouldn't have either. His best option at that point was to join the team that was ready-made, that he may have lost to. I felt like he should have went out east, but he didn't feel that way, and he went to Golden State.
And listen, I got intimate knowledge that, listen, dog, all them dudes love Russell Westbrook, man. Russell Westbrook is a good dude.
Right.
But what they don't like is how he plays. And again, this is intimate knowledge. I ain't gonna say my source, but just know when I say this, I'm not capping. It's like more or less like it's almost like, man, I'll put it this way. My best friend, me and him are simpatico on everything except basketball. When we play basketball together, I'm like, I hate playing with him because he don't see basketball right. He's left-handed. He's 6'1". He's a shooter. When his archetype should be more of a passer. So much so, like I'm 6'6" and I ain't got no handles. But I'm a better point guard than him because I can see basketball better, if that makes sense, y'all. So I hate playing with him because he's smaller, so he should be the point guard. But he see basketball so crazy. And he's left-handed too on top of all that. I'm just like, dog, what the fuck were you looking at, man? Like, hit the open dude quick. So I got to play point guard with my no-handle having ass, and I don't like playing with him. And he know that. I don't like playing with him. I'll play with him because, that's my dog. That's my ace. But, from basketball standpoint, I don't like playing with him. So when I look at a guy like, KD, with, Westbrook, outside of basketball, that's his ace. That's his dog. But when it comes to basketball, it's like, God damn, nigga, how you not see this? God damn, how you turn the ball over right there? And I think that's more of the case of what we saw. And like you said, Perk, why we didn't see, that trade for Kyrie to KD, because I bet my life KD ain't want Westbrook coming to no goddamn Brooklyn for no Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
I bet my life on that.
Yeah, that was crazy that was even getting talked around. It seemed like another facilitation by the media. Like over here, I have let people know LeBron got many minions. And you brought up a couple of the names earlier in the show, like the Nick Wrights and all of that. I think that was another market employ, to get LeBron all the talent, because that made no sense. Why the hell would they take Russell Westbrook? That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. It does not. This shit don't be making no sense. When sometimes we just sit back and think, it's just any star. Oh man, he's going to the Lakers. When Damian Lillard it was crazy how they was that shit. That was shit. The shop said.
I know, man.
Where's he going? It's the Los Angeles Lakers, and they got to figure out a way to get it done. There's no way to get it done.
All right, Flight. Okay, enough of that, Flight.
No, not quite enough. Let's keep going.
No, Zen, let's hear from you. Let's hear from you, Zen, because Flight wilding right now.
All right, man. I'm gonna speak on KD and them since that's the topic. I ain't never been mad at KD for nothing, and I never lost respect for KD until he demanded this trade. That's the first time I lost respect for Kevin Durant. I understood wanting to get away from Russell Westbrook. I understood you've been in the league 9 years. You want your chips. You're going to Golden State to get it done. You're still the best player on the team. Who doesn't want to be the best player on the best team? I get that. But then you blow that up. which wasn't completely Bob Myers' fault, by the way. Yeah, they pushed Kevin Durant out on the court when he was injured, but Kevin Durant also wanted to be there, and he did that shit on his own. Nobody made him do it. So yeah, you blew your Achilles and got pissed, and that's why you went to Brooklyn. Well, he could have took that off year in Golden State, the same off year he took in Brooklyn, probably came back that very next year, and they would have won another chip. Probably by now they'd have 4 or 5 of them. Well, they probably have 6 because they got 4 already. They probably have 6 by now. But this move to Brooklyn, okay, we'll give you credit. We saw what you did in Golden State. Now go build it. Oh shit, you got Kyrie. Oh shit, you got Harden. Damn, this is gonna be dope. Okay, Harden don't work out. You got Simmons. Okay, let's see. Now, from what I'm hearing, Simmons is cleared for 3-on-3, and he's running 3-on-3. He's set to run 5-on-5 very soon, and he's going to be 100% ready for training camp. So, you will not be able to ignore this team. They will be a championship threat. They will have a defensive presence finally, but I wouldn't trust them. They're a better looking Lakers right now. That's what they are.
And then, it's funny you say that, how you lost respect for KD. And in my video, I said Kevin Durant may have, what I say? I said, Kevin Durant, you may have questioned your legacy. It's something to that effect. I made the video. This was a month ago. Because you're right, man. Because all the people like me who will forgive you for leaving Westbrook, I thought that was just smart. I think Russell Westbrook is a dude that he's well intentioned. He's a hard guy to play with. The hardest thing, if you're a wing or a big, is to play with a point guard who thinks with tunnel vision. Very hard to play with because it throws your shit off, right?
For sure.
And so I forgave him for that. It's not that there's nothing to forgive, but I didn't think nothing. Let me put it that way.
I wanted to say. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna go quick, Purple, and I'll let you interject. When he went when he left Golden State, I understood that's a legacy play because everybody said he got them cheap ass rings. So cool, you go build your own in Brooklyn. Understood, got you. he lost me with the trade request because it don't make sense. Because let's play devil's advocate. Let's say he went to Boston. Let's say they traded Jason Tatum and whatever picks they wanted for him. What would everybody say about that?
Soft move.
Huh?
Soft move, not a boss move.
Why would they say that?
Because
it kind of would be.
Golden State.
Because what happened in the series before that?
He just lost to Boston.
He just got swept, right?
Yeah.
No win there. Let's say you go to Miami. What would people say?
It's ring chasing.
Miami just went to the finals 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And you're seeing jumping on the bandwagon. If he went to Phoenix, what would people say?
He's ring chasing.
Yeah. No matter what he did, that's what
exactly. There's no win with that. So that's why when I see my videos, I'm like, dog, you got nowhere to go, bro. You boxed in based on your decisions and your profile, like being a great. You don't get to run from this shit. And that's why my opinion was like, bro, you better just stand put, let this shit coagulate properly, and then ride the shit out. Like, everybody, because at the end of the day, here's my last point, Perp, I'll let you rock. People don't like you like that. They like LeBron James. They just don't. They view you as a crybaby. Say it's right, wrong, or indifferent. That's how people view Kevin Durant. You're a crybaby. So knowing that, you got to know that your moves got to be more strategic on the back half of your career. Fuck the back half, the back quarter of your career. And all those moves, none of them made sense because you go into ready-made teams and the perception of you is already that you run from adversity. So this is the only thing that makes sense, and I'm glad he's sticking this out because to me, again, like I said, this is a perfect storm. And I think it's funny in 6 months how this conversation is going to change because it's going to be a damn good basketball team. So, I'm cool with it. I'll put my stake in the ground as it's happening right now and just, appreciate basketball and appreciate business as it's playing out right now, even though it's a lot of chaos involved. But, it is what it is.
Who Jargon? Vegas. Part. You wanted to go?
No, you can. I'll go after you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I round this out. so it won't slip my mind with the Trojan horse. Yeah, hoop jargon. Vegas got them at 9-1, so they looking like as the odds-on favorite to come out of the East and eventually win a championship. I mean, that would be nice. Brooklyn win a championship. I know it'd be horrible for Knicks fans to actually look over across the bridge.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I won't
Yeah, you know.
celebrate. I wouldn't be celebrating. Nobody in New York gonna celebrate. That's gonna be for the y'all, the masses. Nobody in New York give a shit about them. Nobody cares that this is going on. No, we waiting on Donovan Mitchell. You see what's going on in New York.
Why is that? Why?
It's the Knicks
So
Come on, nobody cares.
But
It's
who
like the
cares?
Lakers
The Knicks
Clippers.
ain't won shit in forever.
since the
Yeah, but it's,
70s.
it's the Knicks. It's the Knicks. And
It's
it's a
the Knicks,
sacred
though.
franchise. Come on. You know
I
the
guess. I
the
don't get
biggest
it.
franchise in sports.
The goofiest franchise in sports. I
I
agree.
don't get it. I
yeah,
would think New
so
Yorkers
this
would be
is
hungry for a winner.
The
so
Knicks
this
hungry.
is the Yeah, because this is the Trojan horse thing. So they keep putting before us because we all know the well, and it succinctly, the Trojan horse was they thought they was getting a gift, and when they put it in the middle of Troy, these warriors came out and then slaughtered them. I mean, a lot of people say it's a myth; it never really actually happened, but still, it's a story, and it's a moral to that story. Beware of those who bear gifts. Now, the media trying to give us Brooklyn, the media trying to give us Clippers, right?
Mhm.
These are the underdogs or the underlings of the premium franchises in these major media network. New York first, LA second. So they keep trying to put up these facades where Clippers, I mean, listen, Clippers, we seen they fell on their face, right?
Mhm.
Brooklyn, we seen they fell on their face. Now, with this new form Brooklyn team do any better? Is it really about their athleticism, their play, or is it about their IQ and their mental acumen? I don't know. All I know is that yet Brooklyn has delivered, yet the Clippers haven't delivered. So that's why I use them as the ploy of the Trojan horse and beware of the media that bears gifts.
Well, you know what? I can't say that about the Clippers, though. The Clippers were hurt, and they still played damn good with Paul George and Kawhi out at times. So I can't indict them with the same indictment I would put the Nets at. Because the Nets with Kyrie and KD ain't get it done at the end of the day. So I can't quite say that. But I understand the sentiment, though. I'm not totally against the sentiment.
I was just gonna say this about the KD thing, and him being the best player, right? So it's a team game at the end of the day. Do you have guys within that team that will shine and stand out? Of course, for whatever role you may give them or whatever. But I watched for a couple of weeks. I think this is around the time he requested the trade. Everybody was going off about it and stuff and laughing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in some Twitter spaces listening, and they were going off and saying, well, KD wouldn't have any rings. They was doubling step, and this is how many times they were doubling step, and Ty Lue and all this other stuff. And Ty Lue said that Curry was the best player, and how dare we change that? So KD sucks. One thing I don't like, and I'm starting to notice this, I'm kind of glad LeBron. I hope he retires soon, because
Me too.
realize
Me
every
too.
guy that has came into the league after him ain't had a chance. It's we watch what LeBron does, and then we say, well, he's not doing that. And I remember somebody mentioning this. They said for whatever reason, they needed, Kobe was veering off. They needed somebody else to put against LeBron James. Derrick Rose got injured and whatever. So they needed someone else. And KD was that someone else. So he instantly got, because of his play, obviously, and his skill level, he got put somewhere where they were like, well, LeBron James made the finals 7 years in a row. KD, what are you doing? LeBron James won a ring here. KD, what are you doing? And I think that led KD to a pressure. He wasn't really ready to deal with that pressure. So that led to him, like I said, I'm in support of him leaving OKC. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, Washington was a worser team. That's the team I wanted him to go to, and a bad organization to an extent. Did they try to build a playoff winning team? Of course. But I believe John Wall was injured, and I forgot how many years Bradley Beal was in the league, if he was in the league at that point. But I know John Wall was injured. So I'm looking and I'm like, what other team did he want to go to? Because people, the general public, because when I hear them, everybody keeps saying go back with Russell Westbrook. Why though? Why should he have to, if he don't want to suffer no more and he just want to release? Why should he go back and play with something and then y'all holding him to a standard? Everything LeBron does, if LeBron wins a ring, y'all turn it, y'all spinning back around the block again and saying, well, KD needs to win. KD needs to do this. And then it made it worse to me because Steph was winning and making finals and stuff like that, the 73-9 record. I don't think everybody has choices, but like I said, Golden State, was the better choice when you think about it. Where did people want him to go? It wouldn't have been smart for him to go out east now that I think about it. LeBron was still out there. And then Giannis was working on himself. He wasn't there yet, but he was working. It wasn't smart, for him to go out. I don't know what we want him to do.
Well, it's projection. And you're right. And so, like I led in with, KD got to understand that people just don't like him.
Yep.
Whatever reason you want to do, people like LeBron James over him. So no matter if they do things that are similar, people are going to ebb towards, favoring what LeBron does over KD. And I think KD has the misconception that he has the same type of player mobility that, LeBron does, as far as, people being favorable to like his actions. And he couldn't be even further than the truth. KD has to walk, some very fine. What's that shit when you walking on a bed of nails? That's KD reality.
LeBron never skipped out on a contract either, so we can't ever say that LeBron demanded a trade or skipped out on a contract. We cannot say that.
But that's the problem.
Before this even happened, this was already the reality. Before this even happened, it was already KD's reality. This just kind of puts more more kerosene on the fire, as it was. But go ahead, Purple.
I was going to say, if I could, Purple Baby, I was just going to say, I give LeBron flack for team hopping because I think he's a ring chaser too. But I also give him credit, like I said, for finishing his contracts. Kevin Durant hasn't started a day of his extension. He's got 4 years left on this extension. Yeah. And had the nerve to ask for a trade. I wouldn't have given him one either. I wouldn't have taken it serious for 2 seconds.
And that's what I meant by tone deaf. He's tone deaf. Like, bro, you got no leverage in this situation to talk yourself out of a 4-year commitment. No. And one and I'll keep it brief, Purple. I want you to keep going. Yeah. One thing Jerry Buss told Kobe is, I'm not trading a 5-carat diamond for 5 1-carat diamonds. So in that context, Josiah is not going to trade Kevin Durant for a bunch of pieces. They better give a king's ransom or it ain't happening. And we at the ain't happening part. So go ahead, Perk.
And once again, I'm not disagreeing with nothing y'all saying. All I'm saying is, especially when I knew the trade wasn't going to happen. He's 33. He's older. I told people last year, I know Boston's defense was really, really good, but I told them, as well as their defense being really good and stuff like that, KD lost a step. No, he didn't lose a step. It was the defense. I said he lost the step. He's getting older. He'll always be able to shoot and score, but he just lost the step. And I think when he thought about, okay, let's say Kyrie got traded, right? He looked at the team and he said, so you mean to tell me because of my actions and asking for James Harden, I'm left with Nicholas Claxton, Ben Simmons. I believe Patty Mills is still on that team. Seth Curry is not a bad player. He's decent. But that's what I'm left with because of the bad
Joe Harris.
Yeah, oh, thank you. Him too. But because of my mistakes in wanting,
I forgot about him.
Because he wasn't there.
Because of my mistakes in wanting Harden on this team and things like that. And then the possibility of I would have wanted to leave too if I knew. I'm 33. I've been facing the pressure uh with the LeBron comparisons since I came in. Everything LeBron does, people want me to do. They want me to be this better playmaker, this better rebounder. I'm dominant as a scorer, but they want me to do these things. They want me to, remain as competitive as I can be. Are you really telling me without Kyrie Irving that this team, that's a playing team with him and Ben Simmons? Or it's even a worse outlook than him and Embiid together?
Let me give you a little pushback.
Okay, go ahead.
A little bit of pushback. Well, first off, Kyrie said he opted in, and he still wanted a trade. So that's kind of 50% true. Secondly, man, you mentioned about the comparison about LeBron and all that, but my question is, again, this is my favorite player here, and I don't like LeBron James. But what they got to do with the price of tea in China? So that's cool that people think that, and KD got his ear to the street. KD cares about people's opinions. We all know that. But as far as me as an owner of a franchise, that's your problem. That ain't my problem. That's a you problem. So, I kind of look at it kind of side-eye, and it's like, okay, that's cool that you feel that way, but they ain't got shit to do with the bottom line with this, $4 billion team. So that would be my only pushback with that notion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, that was really backing up my boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't feeling my boy. Y'all ain't feeling Kyrie because he made a decision to not be vaxxed or whatever, and now you blaming the wins and loss on him. What we've been doing, because this is what James Harden exposed, is like those dudes are just goofing around. They're just trying to sleepwalk into the playoff situation, and hopefully they can, get on the road where Kyrie can play all the games and sneak in to the Eastern Conference Finals. But what happened once the mandate was lifted? Oh shit! Now we got to play ball, so we got to shift our mentality from being a little relaxed and choosing some games that we can win to like an onslaught. And I don't think mentally that energy was there. So they got basically exhausted by the time that Boston got a hold to them, and we saw the results of that.
I agree with that. You can't just turn the afterburners on, like Fast and the Furious, eat the little Knox gas thing. Now you got to get that engine revved up the whole year. And so it's funny, on this picture you got Steve Nash to the left. That's his job.
That's the big thing we ain't talked about yet too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right about that. Then I want to get into how this affected all around the league. Stephen A. Smith was on First Take today running his mouth. Oh yeah, I mean everybody's nerves, but I mean seriously, what I was gonna say before the show started was, they did affect a lot of people. What is your thoughts on the people who got swept in these trade rumors? How out there in Boston? How does my man Brown feel about this? How does out there Phoenix Suns when you got the DeAndre, Ayton, you got the other guy who's Bridges? I mean, how they feeling? With all of this,
how does Dex feeling?
I jump it off.
How Russell Westbrook? How Russell Westbrook feel? How Russell Westbrook feels? Go ahead.
Ooh, I can't wait to go.
Fuck how all they feel. If you're not better than the player who gives a shit how you feel? Because you don't. Well, throw Patrick Beverly in there. Pat Bev said, "Oh, well, KD, hold up, people. We gotta feed our family." You know something LeVar Ball told me? Never feel bad for the man in the Maybach. He told me this in person. Never feel bad for the man in the Maybach. Hey, man, so sad, too bad. Listen, bro. If you got your game up, guess what? You would take priority over all the people Flight just named. The fact is you ain't better than them, then guess what, motherfucker? You got to wait your turn, and you wait until a better player makes a decision, and then the rest of the NBA world acts accordingly. Let me say that.
Brooklyn got to be serious, though. Hoop Jargon. I mean, they got to be really serious. They got to come with a fierce mentality. Brooklyn versus everybody, and
Agreed.
And through this journey, no mercy. You know what I'm saying? Finish him, kill him. You know what I mean? They really got to do that because, or else they're gonna turn back into the pumpkin.
Yeah, I heard James Harden is dead serious. They
Agreed.
said James Harden is in
He's
shape.
still gonna bum out in the playoffs.
They said James Harden is chiseled in shape.
Lord have
I
mercy.
mean, congrats to him.
This is the first time ever. And if he gave up money and he's
Yeah.
chiseled, you got
Yeah.
a whole different James Harden you're dealing with.
No, you
Now,
don't.
let me say this though, Zen. I want to see the game match his commitment because to your point, James
Hmm.
Harden has always struck everybody. I'm from Houston, so James Harden has been like his whole experience in Houston. Like everybody's been overgassing him, in my opinion. And to me, he struck me as just like the Drake of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Just want to pay all the strippers, aka single mothers. Want to have a good time. You're really talented at what you do. But when you really like squint your eyes, it's like, what have you really done though? Like at the end of the day, you're
Yeah,
great, but what have you
yeah.
really done?
And I think he's
So
asking himself those questions now.
exactly. So
Yep.
now, as far as retooling that, yeah, to your point,
Oh
yeah, he's
shit, we
doing
got
it.
some matrimony going on in here.
But I want to see this motherfucker get a mid range. I want to see this motherfucker work on his game. I don't want to see remember he had that one leg 3-pointer shit he brought out 3 years ago. I
Yeah,
don't want to see no more of that gimmick bullshit. I don't want to see you waiting for calls. So if he shows me a game, then Zen, I'm with you 100% because all the optics, he's showing it, but I want to see that shit on the court too
you know
before I
this
get.
generation act like it's allergic to the mid range. Karis LeVert, the only one to act like he got a 2 point jumper.
Come on, man. Him and Chris Paul
That's it.
Yep, that's a fact. I agree with that.
played and eventually Steph. I mean, occasionally Steph. But yeah, other than that, yeah, man. Oh, DeMar DeRozan. Let's put DeRozan in that mix too.
Yeah,
Right,
he
right.
ain't never forgot it.
Yeah, he ain't never got
He
facts.
better not. Shit,
But
can't do shit else.
as far as how it affected the players, it's a business, and they ought to know that. But they don't stop their feelings from being hurt. Quite obviously. But once again, I think the reason why some of them get hurt is because how disrespectful the people on the internet is. And we ain't gonna sit up here and act like these commentators that get paid millions of dollars, especially nowadays, don't be looking on Twitter to see the reaction of the people. And so
Oh
Yeah,
once
yeah.
Agreed.
Jalen Brown with the disrespect, oh, he did this and he did that. It wasn't an issue prior to him being traded. You know, I heard he was always prior to the KD stuff, mentioning trades and whatever, but it wasn't an issue until like people is just weird. Like this whole off season has been weird as hell when it's coming to and my thing is he's 33. As much as I like him, he's 33. Father
Hmm.
Time, he's already lost the step. Father Time is catching up with him quite quickly.
Facts.
Although I think he'll still always be able to do his game,
Hmm.
he I hate to say this, I really, really hate to say this. He giving off 6 man type stuff. You see
Oh
how Dirk
no, nah,
Ooh.
nah.
let me
He going
explain.
off.
You
Hold it,
you
pull it
talking
back
about
in,
David
purple
Ruffin like
baby.
that?
Come on now,
How
Oh,
dare you, Purple Baby? That's David Ruffin.
let me explain
hold
why.
on
oh
now.
Because
shit.
you will run into a situation like you had with Dirk in Dallas, where you have that guy putting up all them points, but what does it lead to? Outside of first round exits.
Yeah.
You need
Well,
to move out the
Yeah.
way so I can start rebuilding. LeBron.
he was 1 foot away, one toe away from the Eastern
Yeah.
or from the NBA
And,
Finals
and that's
last year,
true. And that's true. But
and then
I
this
know that. And
year,
I agree with that.
circumstances. I don't blame
But that
Kevin
don't
Durant
mean he didn't lose a
necessarily.
step.
Extenuating circumstances.
Yeah,
Ben
Yeah,
Simmons wasn't playing. Absolutely.
I I'm saying because like we bloviate to Thunder's point. Oh, LeBron scored 30 points and stuff. Okay, but how you know did it contribute to winning? His 30 points, and yes, I know Anthony Davis was injured. Yes, I know Russell Westbrook played bad and all that, but it didn't lead to much winning with him scoring 30 points. Sometimes you must sacrifice the best part of your game to literally help your teammates be better. And y'all are older. Won't y'all save yourself until after All Star break or you whatever you need to do?
But
KD was
Purple
doing
Baby,
to what?
wasn't Kevin Durant in the first first 20 interval games up in the MVP race?
Yep.
And you're going to put him on the bench?
No. Oh my God, bro. That's not what I'm saying.
You said
I'm
six
saying
man.
Man, Perk.
I'm basically trying to tell you, and I like Dirk Nowitzki a lot. I'm saying, look, he did the same stuff, and it led to them getting kicked out in the first round. Now, although I think KD is a way better offensively skilled player than Dirk, well, yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Uh,
Yeah, that tequila is really strong tonight.
I mean, 'cause I was thinking about the post up game and stuff like that. So that's what I was thinking about because I like Dirk's game in the post when he do go down there. But I think KD's it's a skill thing. But it's like he just Dallas went nowhere with him being their leading scorer.
So
Yeah,
that
but
championship don't count?
What I'm talking about after the championship, how many years did he play after they won?
Dirk wasn't putting up no 30 a game after that, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
So my,
they
so
didn't
my contention,
talent.
my contention is that I don't know if that's a fair comparison because Dirk was breaking down even on that championship run. He was breaking down. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, it just like I got over the mountaintop. I seen what's up there, and now I'm just gonna fade away into the sunset and play as many years I can with the Dallas Mavericks. So I understand where you're coming from, but I don't see that right now with KD. That's the only thing I'm contesting.
Okay, we'll see. Because he got to go play defense on the other end, which he ain't really never done in his career. And
Yeah, I
he's
think he only played defense with the Golden State Warriors mostly.
and that's sad. Just think about how much better he could have been if he would have at least played defense. Yeah, and
Fair
at
enough.
least for the years that he was in OKC.
Fair
But
enough.
Ben Simmons there, right? So Ben Simmons can handle that, sure.
But he
What's going
still
on, guys?
go ahead. What's the name?
Marvin.
To do something.
What's going on, guys? Salute to the panel, to the chat.
What up, Marv?
I was just listening to the
What's
conversation.
good,
Y'all got
Mom?
a hell of a conversation going on. I just wanted to chime in that I'm going to step back. What are we talking about here, guys? Are we talking about the same team? What are we talking about? The same team last year that started off favorites to win the NBA championship,
Yeah.
got swept in the first round, and everybody talked about them. Two players came back to the same damn team. They never left. And now they winning another championship. I'm not that kind of fan. I'm not that kind of fan, guys. They ain't never left. Wait, let me finish. They ain't never left. They were favored last year. I said it yesterday. They were in first place when Kevin Durant got hurt last year. They still the same team, if not better. What's the big surprise here, guys? He ain't went nowhere. Kyrie ain't went nowhere. They got the same team with a little better with Ben Simmons, and now it's a brand new story. No, it ain't.
What?
They was favored coming in the season last year. You forgot? Everybody forgot?
No, I
But
didn't.
you know what? You know what it is? Here's the deal. We all in this sentiment of what have you done for me lately? The last thing everybody talked about before these guys talked about said yesterday they were coming back. Brooklyn ain't no worth a damn. They got swept in the first round. That's all everybody was talking about. Now all of a sudden, now explain to me, guys, and I ain't talking about one person or anybody in particular, but everybody saying the same thing. Man, this team is dangerous. Hell, I knew that a long time ago. And I ain't never said that they got swept. I wasn't talking about them when they got swept in the first round. If you look at those games they played, they win every one of those games. They lost them at the end. It can happen to any team. And to say KD will run, this is another thing I just want to bring up before I go. To say KD want to run and chase ring, what you come to NBA to do, guys? Win championships, right? Who the hell wants to go to Washington and never win a championship? Then everybody be smart. That boy, damn fool. He didn't win over there. Ain't gonna never win shit. But if he go to a good team, he ain't doing nothing but chasing rings. Which way we gonna go, guys? Let the guys play. Hell, they all want to win. And if I was one of them and I had a chance to go to a winning team, I would go there too because I want to win a championship. I'd be damned if I'm going to Timbuktu when I know they got 3 players and a fucking dog on the team. I'm going to a team that's trying to win. It makes sense. And as far as this ring chasing, y'all ain't never heard me talk about it. Because I ask again, what do all of us want the players to want? What do us as fans want our team to do? Win the championship. You know the people who mad when people run chase championship? It's every team that didn't get it. The team that got him, the fans that got him, they ain't mad about him coming in. It's just the fans who didn't get it.
Okay,
And
Marvin, let me read this off. This is the NBA title odds. And this is coming from DraftKings Sportsbook. They got Boston as a favorite. They got Golden State second, Clippers third, Brooklyn fourth, Milwaukee fifth, Phoenix sixth, Philadelphia seven, Lakers eight, Denver nine. Wow. Miami 10. Dallas is not nowhere in there, nor is Memphis.
I mean, Memphis shouldn't be in there.
Let me say this. When the last time Vegas got it right? I don't give a damn about no damn Vegas. What the hell? You figure they already see the wind at the end of the season? Hell no.
That's fair.
I don't go with no damn bets like that, Dex. We all watch the games. We know the better teams out there. I'm not saying that they so wrong, but when the last time they got every team right?
Yeah, they got the Bulls at 17, right in front of Portland. How disrespectful is that?
I mean,
Bulls just in front of Portland.
I'm not mad at that, Dex. You know why? Because I don't want my team favored. It's too much damn pressure. We don't need to be favored. I'm just saying.
Those odds will change as the season progresses. You guys know that.
I know it. All right, now they would definitely change and the teams would change also. So why in the hell are we reading now?
It's narrative
driven. It ain't gonna make no difference. It's gonna change.
No, you can read it now. It's no big deal. We read everything else now.
But I'm just saying, okay, well, let's not put your house on it, is what I'm saying.
Listen, that's a good bet for Chicago, though.
That they put their house.
That's a good bet.
You damn right it is. You can make some good money off of that.
Plus 5,500. You put 1,000 on that. That's $55,000.
That's right.
What?
But I'm just, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna step back because I'm doing some things. But I just want to say to all of the people out there who say chasing rings ain't right, and that LeBron wouldn't have won it if he didn't hire this person and that person, this and that. Man, that's what they in this damn league for, to win championships. Listen, I'm not angry if no player goes with another team. They trying to win, man. The only time that we not happy as fans is if that player do not come to our team. Just like in Dex case, and I'm not trying to point you out, Dex, but I did want to say this. Everybody would have been talking about Kyrie Irving being bad, except the Lakers fans if he would have went to the Lakers. The Lakers fans would have loved it. Everybody
we might have had that parade that we didn't have for the bubble.
So what gives the right to any other fan being angry when the Lakers fans should be happy? They supposed to be happy. They're getting a good damn player. What's wrong with that?
I wouldn't be, Marvin. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Lakers fan. I wouldn't be.
That's right. You would. I mean, you wouldn't be happy.
No, I wouldn't, because
because of your sentiment, you don't like the player himself. Well, I can understand that.
No. I love Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is one of my favorite players, actually.
So why wouldn't you have been happy if you got a better player?
Because, great question. Because to me, that's the second iteration of the team that I didn't like in Cleveland. And Kobe talked about this before he passed with his detail. It's like that two-crown system. That's why I don't like KD and Kyrie, how it's currently constructed. I think that's bullshit.
Now, that's personal, sentimental issue.
No, it's not.
I mean, I'm just saying you're not real fond of that previous team, and you don't want to see it again.
No, well, I just see it doesn't work. It doesn't work against the type of team. Because if we're being honest, when the
they did win a championship.
When Cavaliers beat the Warriors, some favorable things happened. Your boy Bogut went down. Draymond acting a goddamn ass, and then they got it. Cool. The second year, they got their doors blown off. So I don't want to see that again in LA because it's not going to beat the upper echelon teams in the West.
Let me say this. That team was totally constructed different than the Lakers. You're looking at two players and making an overall judgment on the whole team. I don't think that's fair.
I'm talking about the overall team dynamic.
I'm not saying the Cleveland teams was worse or the Lakers team is better, but chemistry on the team comes in effect. The coach comes, a whole lot of other things besides just them two players come in effect. You know that.
It's
but I
actually
understand
more.
what you're saying. I understand
It's more
what
of a
you're saying.
question though, Marvin. On the Lakers, it's more of a question of team continuity. So no, I don't want to see that. No.
Well, I understand. I mean, but you got to start somewhere. I always say the same thing. Like when I speak to New York fans, when they fight against getting Donovan Mitchell or not getting Brunson, you got to start somewhere. The Knicks needed a point guard. They got a point guard. That's the start. Now, if the Lakers feel they needed Kyrie and they feel that's a good start, then what's wrong with it? I mean, but I can understand what you're saying on you seeing the bad in that combination once before. But I mean, I don't know because I don't know how they would play on the Lakers with the surrounding team with them. I can't really give that answer. But I can say this about Brooklyn. The only thing different about Brooklyn, guys, is Ben Simmons. And guess what else? Last year's playoffs is over. And that's why we're talking about partially championships with them now. What have you done for me lately? What they did was Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving walked back in the door. That's all they did. And they had never won them. So I'm just saying, you know, I don't go off about, man, and then as far as the other guys in the league talking about their families and all of this, if anybody needs to talk about it, it'd be one of us. Because neither one of us go home with a $6 million contract at the end of the day. Listen, let me say this. They can talk all the shit they want to about, man, my family got to eat. Your family been eating fucking great for a long time. I'm not talking about them. I bless them for their money. But don't tell me because you had to wait 3 weeks to get your $700,000 or $1 million check, you upset.
Exactly.
But you still gonna fucking get paid. He didn't break nobody's hearts. Ain't nobody got cut. Ain't nobody got fired. None of that. That's why he replied, okay, yeah, it's all Kevin's fault. He know they're gonna get paid. They know they're gonna get paid. It's a damn circus, man, including the media. How many Purple Baby just brought it up. This off season has been fucking crazy. Not to me. I don't even listen to trade fucking shit. Because it ain't nothing but talk. Every damn trade scenario that's in hit. The ones that's didn't happen, nobody even knew they was coming. The Rudy Gobert trade, nobody even seen them coming. But every one that get out there never happens. We're still waiting to see what happened with Donovan Mitchell. You got fans in New York going crazy as hell. Man, we got to have them. Other ones, man, we don't need it. The media loves this.
Yep.
Me, all I do is judge my team as is. That's why when I do the little things I do, I say current roster as is. If things change, so be it.
Facts.
Because we don't have the leverage in making none of these players come to our team. And we all know that. We can hope and wish. We can hope and wish. We can hope and wish. But it's very rare that one of us as fans get one of those players. As a matter of fact, I don't think it ever happens.
Yeah,
a fan get a player to come to another organization. That shit ain't gonna happen. So I'm just saying, hey, good luck to them. Good luck to every other NBA team in the league. My team is the Bulls. Better luck for us.
You know what? I want to say one more thing about the Donovan Mitchell thing too. I wish Danny Ainge would let the Lakers thing go. I don't know why he don't want to let it go. Because to me, and it's not a LeBron thing, to me, no, you're not getting the better players, but it's just a pick. I'd rather take the Lakers picks and Tucker than take anything New York is going to give me.
What you mean Lakers picks? Because Lakers ain't got no picks like 2085.
Whatever they keep talking about the 2 picks, 27 and 29.
Yeah, man, bro, that's a long way down the road, bro.
I understand that, but with like the Knicks, they trying to give you Evan Fournier and all that. I don't want that. Give me Tucker, somebody that ain't because how long?
THC?
Yeah,
THC stock is down though. That's the problem though. His stock is down.
I know. How long is
2 years ago? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Perk. Go ahead.
No, how long is his deal?
Not sure, but I know his stock was high 2 years ago. His stock ain't high right now. So
it's not about the stock. It's about how long his deal is.
Well, the stock matters too, though.
And I understand that, but Danny Ainge, I think he can see at this point that he can't fleece nobody no more because Minnesota shouldn't have did that. Gave up all them picks for Gobert. So
he trying. They just got to hold their ground.
Hold on, guys. Before you go any further, I just want to address Sky. Sky in the chat trolling again. He said Marvin gonna be mad this next year. No, I'm not, Sky. I wasn't mad this past year. It's a process. And if you just heard what Dex just read off, he read off the favorites, which don't mean nothing. The Bulls and the Pelicans wasn't even in the top damn 15. So if I'm gonna be mad, I think you're gonna be mad too. But I ain't gonna be mad, Sky. I don't look for the Bulls to win the championship this year. What the hell I'm gonna be mad about? I'm looking for progress. If we get past the first round, that's progress. Then we look to build on the team to get better. But I'm not gonna be mad if the Bulls
Who do you think? Who do you think will win that game one? Who, Jargon? The New Orleans Pelicans or the Brooklyn Nets? Game one.
Between the Nets, he says,
and the Pelicans. Game one. You know, game one's the opening night. That's like playoff games.
Man, okay, so are we assuming Zion Williamson fully
No,
healthy?
they put out a report yesterday that he will be playing opening night. It's official. There's nothing to talk about. He will be returning opening night against the Brooklyn Nets.
Is Ben Simmons playing?
Well, I didn't get the Ben Simmons.
Yeah, he's supposed to be healthy already.
If Ben Simmons playing with the Nets. Now, normally, to your point, Flight, anybody can get anybody night number one. But with the Nets, with all that turmoil, I would assume that they're going to go extra hard.
Shout out all Vargas.
Yeah, I'm saying the Nets definitely win that one game one if everybody is on the table.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Dex,
I got the Pelicans on that one.
Dex, if you get a chance, let Jessica know where the Pelicans were ranked on your list. She was asking in the chat.
Sky, why don't you join the panel?
I mean, you keep dogging out the Pelicans. You're gonna force them over here.
It's like it's inconsequential though. Like, I mean, I don't really put much stock in the first week of basketball.
Yeah, there's no real stock in it. It's just competitive play. I like the way the atmosphere is.
No, let me feel that.
Guys, hold on, guys. Let me say this, Hoop. When you say that, are you sure about that? How about if you get to the end of the season, the last game of the season, you need to win to get the number one seed, but you decided not to play game one of the season.
Or the early part. You took advantage
and I'm just using this as a scenario. I believe you play every game of the season with meaning, because every game counts.
Yes, they 82 games.
Well,
because you can lose a position by one game, and if you're not so interested in that certain game in the season, that could be the game that costs you that spot. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it means everything. I'm just saying, but I would play to win, try to win every game.
Well, here's my retort to that, Marvin. And I actually was on FYF's stream earlier today, and the subject matter came up about practice, about LeBron James. So I was like, I called my boy up, Dane Irvin, New York cat like Flight. And the question was about LeBron and his team practicing hard enough. His team practicing hard enough, and this, that, and the third, right? So it's kind of like people trying to like besmirch him for like not going hard enough. Because Jay Crowder and IT, they both said that, oh man, they don't even practice over here. So I'll just say this. I called my boy Dane up, literally a scout for the Phoenix Suns right now. I asked him, like, so what do teams do as far as practice? Is it merit to the fact that, they said what they said about LeBron and the Cavaliers in 2017, not going hard? His words, not mine, is that after a certain point, teams ain't going hard like that. So, and it's also based on the age of the team. So with that being said, every team got their own pace. If it's a more veteran-led team, they got their little ebbs and flows they go with. Some people may want to start harder and then coast and then get back to where they want to go and then kind of plateau at the end. Some teams may want to kind of, since they know what the end goal is, kind of just, work to the middle to the end. So with that being said, I don't see it being a big deal either way. Like, I think they're gonna come out hard, but even if they start out, as far as seeding what you said, I don't think it's a big deal because they understand the whole totality of an 82-game season with the veteran leadership that they have on the Nets, albeit chaotic. I'll give you that. But every team got their own pace, to my point. And I just, it's kind of a hard thing to put a label on because you just don't quite know the wavelength of whatever team based on the team mantra.
Well, I'll say this, and you guys can go ahead. I think every team comes in the first game of the season hoping to be 82-0. Realistically, they know they won't be, but I think they would like to win every game. I don't think we have seen not one team in the NBA come out on a game day and intentionally show to us and to themselves that they were trying to lose that game. Now they might play bad as hell and give up late in the game, but I don't believe their intent at the beginning was to try to lose. Now, it used to be a case when the guys were tanking that you could tell that they were trying to lose games. But winning teams, they don't do that. They put emphasis on winning. And then each win means a lot, including trying to have the best record in the NBA. That means winning a lot of games. So I'm just saying, I understand what you're saying about the veteran teams having confidence in themselves and getting ready to get going for the playoffs. But I think each coach and each team should prepare each game to win. And I think they do. But it's going to be a long time coming before a team go 82-0. So,
well, I'll say this, Marv, just to put a little cherry on the cake, man. Being a coach and player at the D1 level, we knew games that we would probably split. We knew games where we probably wouldn't come out on top. And it was all part of the formula of getting to X amount of games at the end of the year. And you just don't know where those splits are. You don't know where those 50-50, situations are, or just like, man, we probably going to drop both of these. So, and the reason why I say it's inconsequential is like we put a lot of merit into that because that's how we get excited about the season game one. That doesn't mean the team really cares about that like that because you still got 81 games after that. And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I understand that. The realistic thought of it is you don't feel you're going to win every game.
Yeah.
But you want to prepare to try to win, I mean, I can say this to that sentiment also. Do you think Golden State goes in the league figuring, okay, this team probably going to beat us? I don't think they think that not one night of the season. I think they think they're the best in the world and they can win every game. So I'm not saying that they go into a match saying, man, we a little tired, we might lose this one. I just think they think, okay, let's go out and give it our best shot. And we win, we lose, we lose. That's all.
I think from a moxie standpoint, yeah, of course. Marv, to your point, I ain't never stepped in no game, and I played against the University of Florida when they had Joakim Noah, Corey Brewer, Torian Green. They had 6 NBA players. I don't feel like naming everybody. 6 NBA players. I played against University of Texas where they had PJ Tucker, LaMarcus Aldridge, Boobie Gibson, and a lot of other motherfuckers. So we thought we would win that game. Now, in our hearts of hearts, we knew we would lose that shit. But we wouldn't say that to ourselves. Like, man, we're going to shock the world, right?
That's right.
So to your point, yeah, nobody goes like, man, in your heart, all right, we about to get our ass kicked. But you're not going to say that. You're not going to say that, right? So in a less volatile sense, you're going to be like, okay, we got this road trip. We're probably going to win 1 out of 3 of these. We're going to probably win 2 out of 3. Because the math lends itself to that line of thinking. And that's all I'm saying. It's just like, the math can override moxie. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and straight thinking and realistic thinking, you're not going to win all those games.
Absolutely.
But you prepare to win them. You try to win them. And then when it gets kind of out of hand, you fake the funk and put your guys on the bench and act like you put effort in it. But you just rest the guys knowing that you're going to lose the game.
Absolutely.
So that's all I'm saying. But I understand definitely what you're saying also.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And we agree, disagree. It's just, I guess, verbiage-wise, we kind of get into the same conclusion a different way. But, it's one of those unwritten things with sports. Like, nobody want to admit that shit because it sounds like you're weak. But if you're being realistic, goddammit, you ain't going 82-0. In college, you're not going 35-0, how many games you play.
Right.
But, you still want to have the mentality that I want to win every game because it's just good for business to think that way.
You know what? I wanted to ask you guys that. Is that the toughest undefeated season in professional sports to do? The NBA season 82-0?
Hell yeah.
I don't want no team to go 82-0.
Well, no, I think baseball actually 162.
Yeah, you're right. I think baseball would be a little tough.
162.
I don't play baseball until playoff time. Ain't nobody
Fair
got
enough.
100 and whatever.
So is the 82-0 season capable, guys?
Hell no.
No.
Okay. Well, what's the hype? Okay, but Purple.
It's not possible. It's not possible. If it would have happened, it would have happened with the Big Four Warriors. You even had the Big Three, Miami Heat. They won 67 games. People act like even though it wasn't 70, that was 67. That was a lot of games, and it was on a hell of a win streak too. The thing
I'm
about
just
that
saying,
is anybody can beat anybody. You can lose a
if a
game
team
right
can
now
win
to
7,
Orlando Magic. You
You
know,
lose against
anybody can beat
the
anybody.
Knicks. You can lose against the
all
Knicks.
I'm saying is this: if a
Well, the
team
Knicks a
can win
little better
70,
now.
all I'm saying is this:
Yeah,
like, if a team can win 70, why can't they win 80?
because it's 82 games. Like, it's not
Okay, they
football.
won 70. They won 70 of those 82. Why they can't win 80?
How many and since basketball has existed, how many teams have won 70 games?
Oh no, ain't nobody did it. That's why I'm asking the question.
How common is it?
2
It
teams
ain't
won
never
70
happened.
games. Well, no,
Oh, you say 70 games. I thought you said 80.
It's like 2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah, the Bulls won
It's
70.
not all that common. So you're over exceeding expectations. And I think that kind of hurt the Warriors too. They was
I think it's
probably
only the Bulls and the Warriors won 70 games.
Warriors beat them by
Lakers came close with 69.
Yeah, that's hard. And then you making the playoffs, you still got more games. You over, you know.
Well, I think they only count the regular season in that tally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Warriors still at the 70-something games.
And they lost the championship. So I think the school of thought is you don't overexert yourself for that endeavor. So you don't, end up like the 2016 Warriors and you lose the shit that matters. So to your point, Marvin, is it possible? Yeah. But from the school of thought of the whole totality, probably not, because you got to think about the rigors of the playoffs as well. And I think the Warriors showed that they went out to break the Bulls record, which they did. And the funny part is they blew a 3-1 lead and lost the damn final. So it's like it's almost
they did
enough.
all that for nothing.
It's like a joke
it's
now.
Almost, it doesn't even really count in a sense, even though it does. The record does count.
Facts.
I mean, I know it won't happen, guys. I was just asking, is that one of the unbreakable records in Major League, in any kind of sports? And I believe it is.
No, it's possible. It's just improbable. And that's kind of the crux of that that scenario.
Yeah.
That's why I like being on this channel, man. We bring up hypotheticals that a lot of people don't necessarily think about. And it's not disrespectful either, how we go about having these conclusions. And so, and shout out to Flight for facilitating this, because I like coming on shit like this and just talking shop, man, talking sports, because, I mean, sports.
This week.
But in football, it only happened once. You know what I'm saying? With the Miami Dolphins, the no-name defense, that was 14-0. So that's how difficult that is. It only happened once in history.
Oh, speaking of football, when does the season start? Hoop Jargon?
Shit, like 2 weeks.
All we know is
everybody got one more preseason game, and then we all.
It's go time, bro.
No time.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all gonna be watching. Y'all gonna be watching the Dallas Cowboys just run through the league.
Yes,
and y'all
sir.
just gonna be looking at their backs.
Y'all be on the lookout this weekend for some preseason NFL coming from Flight Sports TV. We're gonna be listen. We're gonna be
Purple baby, you can't hate everything I like.
Yeah, we're gonna be slightly covering the NFL. We'll have an NFL presence at Flight Sports TV. Not as big as the NBA. Who knows? Let me not say that. Who knows? Don't put no limits on nothing. But I tell you what, I love when I'm hearing from Baker Mayfield. I'm sitting on some content on the Carolina Panthers. Let me just brief the people early.
Oh boy,
Baker Mayfield has been named the starting quarterback. Everything is falling in line with what I've been telling the people. Everybody will pay for what they're doing. I'm rolling.
I said the same thing about the Cleveland Browns.
Okay, wait a minute. Flight, hold on. Let me.
Somebody mute Flight Mike.
Flight. Let me ask you a question.
Down that aisle. You're gonna be walking down the aisle every Sunday.
Not for Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Hold on, Flight.
Better pick another team.
They're gonna be paying homage every Sunday.
Did he say the Carolina Panthers, Dex? Isn't it the same town of Charlotte Hornets?
They got Baker Mayfield and Sam Donaldson. I mean, come on, like really?
Come on, man.
Sam Donaldson.
I mean, isn't it the same town of the Charlotte Hornets?
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, it's really because Baker's there. It don't got nothing to do with the Hornets.
I think they ran a little tighter than the Hornets, but the expectations coming out of Charlotte.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they won it. They won an NFC. They won a championship, didn't they?
No, they went
How
to the
long ago was
championship.
that?
Oh, they went. That's right.
Yeah, they went. They went to the Super Bowl. They got beat by an old man
That was
with
the
half
most
an arm.
embarrassing
No,
thing
they
I
got
ever.
beat by
Oh,
that
man,
damn
that's
The
defense. No,
defense.
they got beat. Yeah.
That's that defense. Yeah.
next wrong.
But
You get
but
beat by an old
but
man with a half arm. Who was that
yeah,
then?
yeah.
That
Peyton Manning, he couldn't even throw the ball 10 yards.
He was dropping. The
he,
defense was coming. He just fell on the floor. You like he
he,
was jumping on the trampoline. See, people was coming. He just jumped his ass on the floor. I said, "That shit is crazy."
Like, I
They
want
let
to
that
ask
old
you
man
this
beat them,
question.
man.
Let me ask Flight this question because I
Stand
tell this to
collapsed in
people
that
all the
series. And in
time.
that
I
game,
want to
my
ask Flight
bad.
this
Right.
question. Like,
go for
how
it.
did you feel? How did you feel when your boys lost that Super Bowl? That was one of the worst feelings in the world, wasn't it?
Well, listen, that's not my team. You know, my team is the Browns. You know, I'm just
Oh,
rolling
okay.
with.
Oh,
No, your team is not the Browns. Your team is Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, listen, I'm a
he
Browns
said
fan,
his
and now
team
I'm
was
rocking with the. I want listen. In that game with the Browns, I'm rooting for Baker Mayfield to beat the Browns.
why are
You
you
But
know,
doing
why?
because
Why?
I mean,
Listen, they got Deshaun Watson over
we're
there.
gonna be
They got
playing.
Brissett. They got Brissett
Way
over there
better
that's going to
quarterback.
start the 6 games.
Way
Deshaun
better
Watson's the
quarterback.
highest paid player ever, right?
Listen, that shit could blow up in their face.
They
That's
guaranteed
what
that
I'm
dude
saying. Listen,
200 some
that's not.
million dollars.
What you mean they? That's your team.
I
It's
know, but
y'all face.
I'm
Well,
just
he
saying,
don't like him.
Baker
Are you running
Mayfield.
from Deshaun Flight?
No, I'm
You
not
know,
running
he
from
don't
the
like
sun.
him
I
because
just
they
don't
get
like the way
rid
they
of
did
defense.
Baker Mayfield. I think that was dirty. He was the
Yeah,
best
he don't.
quarterback they
Yeah.
had, and they
no,
mistreated
they
him.
do
I
him
mean, but
dirty.
what you comparing them to? Flight. Look at all them bums y'all had for at least 15
No,
years.
no, they mishandled quarterbacks. No, that was dirty what they did to
Yeah,
Baker.
so I mean,
He
what
was
you comparing
injured. He
them
was
to?
injured. He was injured. Watch what happened this season. Watch. Huh?
Ain't
Flight
nothing
don't like the
gonna
guy that
happen.
love
You gonna be
massages. You don't like
sitting,
that guy, huh?
No, no, it's not
he
that.
right at home
It don't
watching
really
the
got nothing to
TV.
do with him. It don't got nothing to do with Deshaun. He don't have nothing to do with this.
Okay,
I
who's
mean,
a better quarterback, Deshaun Watson or Baker
come on,
Mayfield?
let's
Deshaun
be
Watson
real.
clears him. Lamar Jackson clears him.
I think Baker Mayfield could go head to head with both of them. You know, straight
Oh
up.
no,
I'm
he
telling
can't.
you,
It
he
ain't
can
college.
In
get
what
it.
sport?
It ain't
In
college.
what
No, he
sport?
can't.
Listen.
In
Talent
what
Let me tell you
sport?
is
something. Let
crazy.
me tell you something. He had a lot of
In hockey?
competitive games
Brady
against the
gonna die
Baltimore
out there,
Ravens.
right?
He had a lot of competitive games against the Baltimore Ravens. They can fuck around
Bro.
and win that division.
No,
But
they
you
Guys,
can't.
said,
All
See,
right.
Flight, you making me mad.
come
You
on,
you
Listen,
making
Flight.
me
hold
listen,
on,
mad.
hold on.
listen. I'm
Come on,
rolling with
Flight.
Baker Mayfield.
Come on, Flight.
Period. I'm
Flight.
Hey, man,
listening.
you
You
saw
talking about
Odell. You
you
saw
talking about
Odell
the
daddy put
Panthers
that
though,
film
Flight.
out.
You
You
talking about
selling yourself
the
short.
Panthers though.
Come on,
Listen,
man.
they got McCaffrey. They got an offensive line. I'm looking at this
Flight
team.
getting smoked on his own channel.
All right. I'm gonna
This is
believe.
All
history.
right,
This
guys.
is
I got
history.
a question for you guys. I got a question for you guys. Who
I'm
guys?
working on my first Baker
Shout out to
Mayfield video
teamwork.
too. I'm working on my first Baker Mayfield video. It's not ready yet, but it's coming. I'm trying to
There
get
you
that
Don't
go.
ready
There
for
you
y'all
release
go.
it.
before
Don't
Sunday.
release it. Don't
That
release
shit
it.
gonna
Ain't
never be
nobody
ready.
asked you for that.
Yeah, that's gonna take a long time. You got to go through 150 games to get some good highlights out of him.
Now you need to
Like,
do a Deshaun Watson video on your Cleveland
Oh,
Browns before you do a Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield, Deshaun.
That's
Nah,
your
he's
Well, we
team.
may do
Like
both. We
that's
can do
the
both.
Browns, your team.
But I
that
mean,
ain't his team no more, Dad.
I'm rolling with Baker Mayfield right now. I'm rooting for him.
oh man, Flight. Boy, you violate, bro.
Listen, I
Yeah.
like
Hey,
underdogs. Yeah, I like people. I like people who everybody kicked down. I
But
like the
if you
person that
make a
everybody
Brown,
don't like.
listen, Flight. If you
I'm gonna do the
make a
Browns.
Brown video with some good ingredients, that thing gonna fly.
I'm gonna
Yes,
do
because
the
nobody
Browns.
Because
talking
the
about that weak
Browns,
ass team.
yeah,
I'm
because
gonna
the
do.
Brown, but listen, the Browns have a fan base that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carolina
yeah.
really fan base don't touch the Browns.
No, hell no. The dog, not the dog pound. You right about that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
not the
I got
dog
you.
pound. Shit.
You right.
Then
I'm gonna
then
Cleveland
go.
make
people
your
fear the
Baker
crazy, man.
Mayfield.
You right.
Please,
You right.
Cleveland
Come
people
on, Flight. You
crazy.
bullshitting, Flight.
No, I'm serious. I'm so all jokes aside. I'm gonna cook something up before Sunday. You know, just hold your horses. And we're gonna do a preseason game, and like I said, we're gonna fuck around a little bit on Sundays. You
Okay,
know,
I have something
we're
for
gonna
you,
do that
Flight.
game. Well, listen, we're going live that game against Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. We're going
Right.
live that first
No,
game.
you shouldn't do that.
Just book
Why?
that. Just book it
I'd
now.
rather you should talk about a Giants game.
No, I'm
A
not putting on the
Giant.
Giants. Hell
That
no.
You
hurt. That
talking
hurt
about?
Purple
You
Davis.
talking about
That hurt Purple
Danny
feelings.
Nichols?
You
Are you talking about Danny Nichols?
Well, we're
Because he
gonna
sure
fall
ain't Danny
asleep.
Dimes.
Damn.
Hold up,
We're
guys.
gonna fall asleep.
Listen, I got
You
for
know,
y'all. Who lost the Super Bowl last year, guys?
Wow.
The
Shit.
Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals. There we go.
All right. The reason I
Joe
asked that
Burrow.
is this. The reason I asked that
Yeah,
is this.
Joe Burrow's
Will they
better.
get back?
Yeah.
Will they get back to the Super Bowl?
No,
I don't think
no.
so.
That's going to be the same as the Icky Woods. That's the Icky Woods Bengals. Once every 50 or 20 years.
But that dude is real, though.
Yeah, he is.
No, he could be real. He could be real. Icky Woods was real.
Yeah. Burrow got the talent. He might be the best quarterback in the world.
Listen, one of my partners, I won't call him a homeboy. Listen, I won't call him a homeboy, but he was he was somewhat of associate Lewis Billups. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. He was a cornerback for that Cincinnati,
I heard
that Cincinnati team, and John Taylor scored that winning touchdown on him, and he'd never been the same. But he used to date Rex Chapman's sister, and that was a lot of chaos with that relationship. But nevertheless, that guy said that Icky Woods was, he was the truth. He was saying that dude was he was way better than what people thought he was. But his career was just short.
Well, Dex, let me ask you this. Why is it that you feel that Cincinnati won't get back when you didn't think they would get there last year?
Well, based on the Joe Burrow hype, it just happened to line in his favor. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things did go right for the Cincinnati Bengals, just like a lot of things went right for the Los Angeles Rams. I didn't even think Los Angeles Rams would get to the Super Bowl with the quarterback that used to play with the Detroit Lions, Stafford, because what have he ever done, right? He couldn't even take the Lions to the playoffs. And all of a sudden he get on the Rams and he just manned up and just swept through the playoffs and won the Super Bowl in fashion. But the Bengals...
I asked that question. I'm sorry, I asked that question because you said they will not get back. So I'm thinking I would get an answer from you from a better team. But you saying that it just won't line up for him, right?
Right, it won't line up for him because I just believe Chase, he's a good wide receiver. Burrows is a top 10 quarterback, but at the same time, Cincinnati, everything just went their way. If you go back and revisit that season for Cincinnati, things just went their way with the Lamar Jackson and all that other stuff that was going on. They just happened to have that roadmap. And, kudos to Joe Burrow because he became a star. And everybody's looking forward for him to repeat that. What's your name? Okay. I think the Charger guy got hurt. What's the Charger dude?
Herbert.
Hubert. You follow what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things that's lined up for Cincinnati. That's all.
Okay, well, let me say this. In your truthful thoughts, you don't think the team is good enough to get back?
No, I don't think they're good enough to get back. I do not think they're good enough to get back. I just think they just caught me by surprise, and the stars aligned for them. Not just how I see it.
Yeah, because Patrick Mahomes coming back strong.
Yep.
The Chargers going to be a good.
No, the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills. Yes.
Buffalo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but he got to get it done now. Josh Allen got to get it done. Man.
He does.
Dude, he got so many weapons. It's unreal.
Yeah,
can you guys remember who the Bengals beat to get to the Super Bowl?
The whole time out.
I can't remember per se because I was more so watching Rams more than
they beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
But that was hurt. Kansas City Chiefs their whole line was just decimated.
Come on.
No, you can't do that because Dallas Cowboys had that same situation. O-line decimated. What can you expect?
No, seriously, what's the Dallas Cowboys? I was going to say, what the hell are Cowboys going to do? I was just arguing with my Cowboys.
Because they went to the playoffs, but like I said, they line was decimated. But listen, but why though? They couldn't even do anything. They couldn't do nothing. Dak was running for his life.
Dex, have you been studying classes how to be a Dallas Cowboy fan? You sound just like these damn people down here.
Marvin, you got to be a little nice. You in there? You in Cowboy country, so you better be good.
Man, Marvin, please. They know they come to my house when the game's on because they know I'm gonna ride their ass.
No, Marvin,
because he's the Bears. I mean, come on, man. Justin Fields with the Bears. Come on, give it up.
I ain't out here saying my Bears are gonna win. We way off. But we trying to leave the
Cowboys alone because we playoff team. Y'all got to win 5 games. Y'all struggling to win 5 games.
Dex, do you know how many Cowboy fans cry when the Cowboys lose, including
It's deserving. It's deserving. We know we got cheated against Green Bay. All that. It's deserving, man. We deserve to cry. And I keep my tissue with me at all time on Sunday and Monday. And Thanksgiving.
So what was your expectation for the Cowboys? What was your expectation for the Cowboys last year? Super Bowl?
No, I didn't think they was good enough to make the Super Bowl because Zeke couldn't really get it together. But I thought they would be a playoff team, and they was. So they didn't exceed my expectation, nor did they disappoint me. Just get into the playoff and give yourself a chance.
That horrible performance in that playoff game, you weren't upset about that?
No, because I already knew we was decimated. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't tripping. Just get there. We crawled to get there. You know what I'm saying? We crawled to get there, man.
What was your record last year?
What was it?
We was whatever and whatever. It don't matter.
11
we weren't no
and
damn
6.
playoff team.
You won 12 games last year. You won 12 games.
Okay, 12 games. Okay, 1 game off. Okay, what you trying to do? 12 games. Okay,
saying,
11, 12.
You saying you crawled somewhere. You saying you crawled somewhere. You won 12 games.
You trying to fight? You know the Cowboys fans got mittens. We put mitts on people.
So Dex.
The Cowboys ain't doing shit.
I'm telling him, Flight. Please tell him.
Hold on.
We put mitts on people. You better be careful, Marvin.
Why do you think I got my door locked? I know.
But Flight could say that. Flight is way in the jungles of Georgia. But Marvin, you right there in the midst. You in the midst of Cowboy country.
Hold on 1 second.
Every year.
What does everybody say about Cowboys fans? We delusional and we not serious about our team. With me and Dex being realistic, then now,
exactly. You're right.
Like, come on, man. Which one is it?
No, I'm not saying that.
Y'all either going 8-8, or y'all gonna lose in the wild card horribly, or y'all gonna lose in the divisional horribly. It's one or the other.
And no, what I'm saying,
our division is kind of weak. The only person that we really have to contest with is Philly. That division is kind of weak right now. The NFC East is kind of weak right now. It used to be the strongest division in all of football, but right now it's kind of weak.
This shit weak as fuck.
But you know what?
That's
not who you're gonna play in the playoffs.
All we gotta do is beat Philly twice, and we win the division.
They're gonna be in the wild card.
But what I'm saying is this to Hoop and Dex. I'm telling you guys this. The reason I ask y'all this is because just about all Cowboy fans always have an excuse.
You get ready to be disrespectful.
All of you guys have an excuse. Man, we lost because of this. All that referee did this. Flight, am I lying?
Yeah, Baker Mayfield went in there and dismantled them. You know, I remember that.
Yeah, he called us leaning. But it's okay. We made the playoffs. Baker made the playoffs too. They did the same thing. One and done.
Yeah, he's an elite quarterback, man. I'm telling you.
I don't know about elite.
No, I mean in the NFL, he had his moments.
Eric Bell, are you serious? You gonna put your hard-earned money on the Bears? Dude, you trying to go home?
Bears not ready. We admit we're not ready. We're not ready.
The Raiders.
Your wife gonna put you out, Eric, doing that foolishness.
He went to the Chargers. He went to the Chargers.
Okay, I was going to watch the Khalil Mack. All right.
The Bulls, the Bears cut the fat, dude. They got rid of all them high contracts. We start over. They doing it right. They are doing it right. I do, Dex. What you mean? Who cares?
You know how long it's gonna take the Bears to get back?
Dex, I'd rather be where the Bears are than where the Cowboys are with this. Listen, I'd rather be where the Bears are than where the Cowboys are with this.
I got a question for y'all.
Heavy ass payroll and not winning shit.
Who's a better quarterback, Fields, the kid in Chicago, or the kid in San Francisco?
The kid in San Francisco. Love is both. I mean,
they both getting their first look.
It's the same shit.
Yeah, I mean they on young teams. Well, the Bulls. I mean the Bears are young.
Justin Fields came from Ohio State, right? So he came from a big program. When was the last time Ohio State quarterback made some noise in the NFL?
That's myth. That's myth. Each player is different.
Maybe Art Schlichter. That's probably the only quarterback that made some noise for Ohio State.
That's just
quarterbacks don't do anything.
I mean,
hell, you can say that. Here's the deal. When was the last quarterback came out of Brigham Young that was good, excluding Jim McMahon? It's just the players, James.
Steve Young, what you talking about, man? You lost your mind?
Well, that's two out of how many years?
Yeah, Steve Young cooked McMahon. Are you kidding me? How you gonna sleep on Steve Young? Talking about BYU. Shame on you, Mark.
Well, I'm just saying, but that's two players. Two players. I'm just saying
Steve Young is a Hall of Famer, dude. Super Bowl winner.
And McMahon was just as well. He ain't no Hall of Famer, but he was
He ain't no
good
Hall
too.
of Famer. He's nowhere near the Hall of Fame. He completed only 16 passes in his career.
Who you talking
Well,
about?
shit, but
Because
McMahon, but he
he
was a
kept
hell of a player.
underthrowing Willie Gault. That was Jim McMahon problem. He
That's
could
easy
not
to
keep
do.
the ball up with Willie Gault.
That's easy to do as fast as hell as he was.
If he
But
was able to do that, he probably would be up there with Terry Bradshaw.
so Dex and Hoop, I want to ask you guys a question. Have you guys looked at y'all's schedule this year yet? Your Cowboy schedule?
I haven't even looked at it yet. No.
All right, so I can't ask you what you think you're gonna go. All right.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it. Maybe Hoop Jargon might have looked at it.
No, I have not. Don't call it out, and I'll tell you what I see.
I don't have it up. I don't. Dex, if you want to bring it up, you can bring it up. I mean, I just want to hear y'all take some how many games y'all gonna win
And
because
you
y'all
trying to put me
hard
to
to lose
work.
them.
Now I'm barely
Cowboys.
hanging on. You trying to put me to work. Don't you see me laying in my bed?
Oh, you sound stronger tonight. I think you can pick your phone up.
I do? I sound better?
Yeah, you sound better. Yeah.
Oh,
You've been
okay, thank
taking
you. Yeah, I've been taking my Gumbies. I've been eating my Gumbies. You know what I mean? I'm at the stage where I got to eat Gumbies.
Damn right. A little toddy wouldn't hurt.
The multivitamin
Fix yourself a
Gumbies,
little.
the zinc Gumbies, and all that. Yeah. Take care of
You know, you
yourself,
don't
young man.
drink.
Take care of yourself.
This is the time when you might need your first drink. A little toddy wouldn't hurt, brother.
No, I'm drinking nothing but grapefruit juice. Chilled
Yeah.
grapefruit juice right before it freezes. Oh
Well,
my
I'm
God, dude.
I'm just
It
gonna
tastes
tell you a
good.
little something. I'll tell you a little something. With
That
you
vitamin C.
not really at drinking, if you got some Theraflu, one BC powder, and put a spoonful of alcohol in it, it'll clear you in less than 15 hours.
Oh, okay. I'm scared to put alcohol in my body.
One
I let
spoonful.
I let it run through my system and be over with. Let my immune system build up,
Sit
and
up in
I'll
a
be
cup in the microwave and get it
jumping on my
hot.
feet again. I'll be jumping on
I'm
my feet
telling you,
looking for the young tenders.
I ain't had a cold. I ain't had a cold in 50 years. 50.
Yeah, I don't have a cold. No, I don't have a cold.
What you got?
I got chronic fatigue syndrome, CFS.
What the hell? You too old to be tired.
That's why I'm tired. Shit, I've been working and moving around, traveling. Shit, this shit caught up to me. Got to sit my black ass down.
Oh, well, I'll be damn. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
You ain't lying, but I'll be
my
back.
chronic, like 420 chronic. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be back though. It's all good. Yeah, but what I wanted to say about the Cowboys is that we know that we've been mediocre, right? We know that we excelled the 1 year where we went. What did we go? 15-1 or 14-2, and we lost to Green Bay. We started out sluggish. Green Bay took a 28-point lead, and we tried to crawl back. We got close, and Green Bay hit that 50-yard field goal and eliminated us. That was probably the best chance the Cowboys had probably to reach the Super Bowl with that team and with that form of Zach and with that form of Dak. That Dak and Zach rookie situation was just crazy. But since then, it's kind of been a money game. So now, everybody got their contracts and stuff out the way. We don't have Cooper anymore, and we got them young jits over there on the wings flying down the field, So we're going to see what we do this year. I just think that Zach is just ready to have an all-pro year. And the Cowboys might can get to the second round because them Rams are tough, man. I ain't going to even lie. I don't even like the Rams. But that's a tough team. The defense is tough. So it's going to be hard to get by them if they're healthy. So that's why I'm not trying to push the Cowboys to super expectation. But if we can get to the second round of the NFL playoff and reach and play the Rams, if the Rams beat us, I wouldn't be mad. I'll be a little upset if somebody else beat us before the Rams. Now Green Bay, they looking for revenge. We already know the Saints probably be at the bottom of the barrel.
Oh man,
with Jameis Winston, he always throw it to the other team and make the other team MVP. But you got Tom Brady still. I mean, I don't think Tampa Bay is going to be all that formidable this year. Honestly, I just believe the Rams, Green Bay, and not Dallas, but Minnesota might be a little better this year also.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, Minnesota. They've been knocking at the door, man. Everybody knows Minnesota been knocking at the door for the last 4 years. Sometimes that door just break through unexpectedly, and you can see
Well,
Minnesota have a nice run.
CWE in the chat writes, Chiefs and Packers in the Super Bowl. How did that sound?
I mean, that's the first Super Bowl ever, right? Chiefs and Packers.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, it sounds good, but can the Packers beat the Rams?
Man, the Packers ain't got damn receivers. No, absolutely not. No.
And who's coming out of AFC? So who's coming out of AFC? Chiefs?
Probably.
I don't know because the Chief defense is not all that. I just think that as we speak, I'm looking at the East East Conference Championship game. I think that might be Buffalo and the Ravens.
Basil writes in the chat, first game of the season, Bucks at Cowboys. Give me a W or L.
No, Cowboys will win that game.
You said
Bucks ain't got it. Bucks ain't got it in them. Listen, Gronk is not there. Brady. It's going to be the Cowboys. It'll be a good game. Cowboys by 10.
You wouldn't have to be a Cowboy fan, would you? Because you sure sound like one.
Oh, my bad.
We almost hold on.
I sound too biased.
Yes.
We almost beat them 2 years ago, opening week at Tampa
Sure
Bay.
did.
Greg the leg when missing them simple ass goddamn field goals. So it's not far fetched to assert that.
And the Bucks are not that formidable as they have been in the past.
All right, hang on, guys. I think Basil got you guys scheduled. If he says if this is correct, he's got Raiders next, and then Bills after that. Basil, if you could type in the chat.
That's not Basil. That's Randolph Blair.
Well, Basil put Bills in second. Randolph Blair put Raiders. I don't know if that's the second because I'm not looking at the schedule.
The Raiders and Cowboys always bump heads really well. They used to practice with each other, but now I don't think they do. When it was Gangster Al, and Jerry, they used to have the Raiders and the Cowboys practice amongst each other, things of that nature. They used to swap a lot of players. Jerry is an understudy of Al. Al was basically his mentor. So there's a lot of love-hate relationship with the Raiders. I'm just thinking that the Raiders is a pretty good team. They scratched their way into the playoff last year as well. But I just think the Cowboys are just ready to take that next step. And that would be a close game. I would say 27-20 Cowboys.
Okay, now you've been saying the Cowboys are ready to take the next step for a long time. So I'm just saying, when the last time the Cowboys
I've been saying it for a long time when this is our first time talking about the Cowboys.
Only to me, but you've been talking that.
No, they're going to lose that game against the Bills. I think the Bills win that game. I think the Bills win that game 34-17. I think that would be a kind of a blowout game because the Bulls are just too tough right now. I mean, they're aggressive. They're tough on defense. They're gritty on offense. They're up there in the cold. They get no respect. They from New York, but everybody forget. They're trying to throw the Buffalo Bills up in Canada. So the Buffalo Bills going to play with a vengeance.
No, Basil writes also, no, Dallas' second game is Bengals at Cowboys.
Oh, they beat the Bengals.
So you figuring they start off 2-0 then, right?
Yeah, they start off 2-0, maybe 3-0, depending on where the Raiders are. And when they come to Buffalo or Buffalo come to AT&T Stadium, Jerry Jones Playhouse, the $1 billion playpen, the Bills would smother the Cowboys.
Okay, I'm trying to get the schedule up because I don't know if Basil has it, but he got the first 2 games up for you guys. You saying you're going 2-0, and I say again, you must be a Cowboy fan. I figure y'all beat the Bengals, but I don't know if y'all winning that first game, bro.
Nah, Cowboys beat the Bengals. The Bengals is not really that. They just had a nice run. You get that from time to time, right?
I said the first game, Bucks.
Just like with Philadelphia. Remember Philadelphia had that nice run, and that's it. They had the nice run, that's it. You don't hear about Philly no more.
I said the first game, Dex, Bucks at Cowboys.
They will demolish the Giants. Danny Dimes will be benched that game. Danny Dimes is the only quarterback in history to run for a touchdown and fall before he get to the goal line without being touched by the opposite players.
I said the Bucks, Dex.
that was funny.
Wasn't it? I mean, he got wheels, though. He was gone. And he outran his own equilibrium. Did you see that hoop jargon? The hoop jargon still here?
Oh yeah, I seen that.
That was crazy, right? He was gone, boy. That dude got some wheels, man.
His
And he
DNA,
failed.
his DNA stopped on him, man. You know,
Yeah, like, dude, dude, do you know where you're from? You ain't supposed to be moving like that. I think they clocked him, and I think he was running like 20 miles an hour.
You know, that
Dex,
motherfucker was scooting. He was scooting.
did you read Basil's chat? He says Washington at Cowboys in the 4th game.
Yeah, they finally got a name to the team. I know Phonics really don't like the Washington, formerly known as the Washington football team. They're the Commanders now. Yeah, you know, that's a rivalry. That can go either way. It doesn't matter what team is better that year because the Cowboys was like 0-12 or something like that, and they played the Joe Theismann Washington Redskins and actually beat them. And they was and that was a Super Bowl team for the Washington Redskins. So they let an over Cowboy team come there and actually beat them. So that is a head knocker rivalry. It doesn't matter who's better. It just matters who have the ball last, basically. So that game right there, I'm going to have to edge it out to the Cowboys because we've been beating them the last few years. So I'm going to have to get the Cowboys an edge on that mentally. 5th game, Cowboys at Rams. That's another loss. I think the Rams come out with a victory. I'd say that game probably be 20-13 Rams. I went to the last time the Rams played the Cowboys. I was at that game, me and my brother. And, man, that game was so exciting. I mean, it was so filled with Cowboy fans. I didn't even realize that L.A. had that many freaking Cowboy fans. But then again, I forgot. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of Crips in that area. Okay, yeah, I can understand now.
Yeah, the Cowboys is something else.
They would beat the Lions. Cowboys would beat the Lions. So what? Cowboys start off 6-2. Oh, they will plummet the Bears. Oh, please do not listen. That's a bye, okay? Basil, that's a bye. Bears at Cowboys. Bears on the road. Oh yeah, that's a bye. Yeah, they would definitely drag the Bears up and down that AT&T Stadium, that billionaire plan. They will wipe the Bears with artificial turf. No, I think they got natural grass there. Cowboys at Green Bay. That's going to be a good one. Green.
The Green Bay got our number. I don't know why.
I know, huh? I hate to admit it. I mean, good gracious, we cannot beat these people, man. I think we beat them one year when Zach ran crazy on them. I remember he caught that screen on the right side and ran it all the way down for the touchdown. And you remember that one? And yeah, they did the Green Bay Packers bad. But when it means something, it just seemed like Green Bay always just smack us. So yeah,
it is what it is, man.
So I'm agree with you. I'm going with Green Bay on that one. Cowboys lose. Cowboys at Minnesota. That's another tough game. Minnesota whacked us last year. They caught us while we was hurt. I might have to go with Minnesota. Cowboys might have the first back-to-back loss. Minnesota's coming off strong, man. They got some strong players. If you're in the fantasy football, you need to put some Minnesota players on your fantasy football team. Now, Giants at Cowboys, most definitely, Giants will get whipped. There will be no Danny Nichols. He probably be benched by then. So they will be going with their future starter, and it'd just be too overwhelming for him to survive that tsunami of Cowboys. Those stars just would be all over him. Cowboys easy, 30-10.
Hey, the only way we lose that game is if Saquon Barkley finds his groove back, and he just goes nuts.
I think he's done. I think Saquon is done. Too many injuries.
We'll see, because I run defense shit. So
he's like Zeke. Too many injuries.
Yeah, man. I'm done with Zeke. I've been done with Zeke 2 years actually.
But we got the backup. See, they don't have a backup to
Oh yeah,
Saquon like that.
Pollard. Yes, sir.
So Cowboys, I mean the Colts at Cowboys, Cowboys. I have no faith in
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. I have no faith in Matt Ryan. I think he's has been helium inflated to get him up there. I know he did good in college as a Boston.
College.
Yeah, but what are they? Golden Eagle. Yeah, Golden Eagle.
Whatever.
The Boston Golden Eagle. And he came into the league with some flair, but he has yet to live up to any of it. He had an opportunity to get a ring. He let that slip away because he could not complete certain passes at a crucial time against our boy Tom Brady. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Cowboys on that one. Texans and Cowboys. Oh yeah, that's an interstate rivalry. I remember a couple of years Texans, been having our number, but this year I think Cowboys win. There's no Deshaun Foster. I don't even know who their quarterback is. Hell, I don't even know who their coach is.
Davis Mills. The Texans stink. I watched them play 2 days ago out here at SoFi. They stink.
We're going with Dallas on that one.
Usually beat y'all every year, though. Don't the Texans usually beat y'all every year?
Michael Young, watch your mouth. You need to go wash your mouth out with soap. You're being very disrespectful to a glorious franchise like the Dallas Cowboys.
Exactly. Hey, block him.
Well, yeah. Dick, are y'all on
the Jazz? They playing the boy from Clemson. What's his name? The long blondie. They playing Blondie. They would decimate the Jags.
Oh,
what is that quarterback name? Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. They playing Trevor. Now, I like Trevor Lawrence in college. I did like him. He had some swag. I like Kevin. I like him in college, especially what he did to Alabama. Oh man, that was so sweet. But Cowboys is too much for Trevor Lawrence. That will be a drag out game. Cowboys easily. Listen, Cowboys 24-13.
Dex and Hoop Jargon.
Michael, we're not delusional. We're Cowboy fans.
Hold on, Dex. Dex and Hoop Jargon. Are all Cowboys fans on medication? Because y'all all sound exactly the same. Man. I'm telling you.
Okay, Marvin. We're gonna resent that, and we're gonna move on. The Eagles at the Cowboys. We're gonna resent what Marvin talking about right now.
Jargon. I mean, are all Cowboy fans on some type of medication? Because y'all all sound.
Giants and the Bears.
Oh no, y'all should be. Listen, I'm not picking. I don't want the Bears to win that one game. I want us to tank and get draft.
We're gonna skin them Bears. We're gonna have bear meat.
That's what y'all do. Lose games, and y'all lost Khalil Mack. Like, come on, man. Like, be for real.
They lost everybody. They got Justin Fields though.
Well, listen, Hoop Jargon. We didn't lose Khalil Mack. We let him go because we rebuilt. We rebuilt. He's not in the plan.
We don't want a Dieter. We don't want to detour from this railroad track because y'all gonna get a load of these Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Okay, listen, Eagles at Cowboys, right? That's going to be a good game because Jalen, if he's healthy, he can't stand the Cowboys. He doesn't like them, so that would be a good game. But I just think that Jalen doesn't have enough on the edge. I think his running game will be suspect because he's going to be like quarterback / running back. I just think the Dallas Cowboys defense with Parsons is going to be able to snuff a lot of that out. I know we lost Gregory. That's okay. But we got some nice, strong legs up there in the middle. And this game will be a squealer. And I say Dallas wins, but they win by only 4. I say Dallas 17-13.
I think Jalen Hurts sucks. But they'll split with us because one thing we do is we play bad to bad teams sometimes, and I think we're gonna split with the Eagles. Jalen Hurts sucks. I know a lot of brothers want to cheer for Jalen Smith. I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts because he's a brother. He sucks, man. It is what it is.
So okay, we go with that Hoop Jargon with the split. Listen, Bed-Stuy is just so disrespectful. He don't like the Lakers. He don't like the Cowboys. Who do you like? You only like Brooklyn?
He don't like greatness. He don't like greatness. I mean,
come on, Bed-Stuy.
It's some people,
is a stoic franchise.
It's some people who go to the club and the baddies. They all in the club, and it's some dudes. It's some dudes that go for the fat girls, man. It is what it is, man. You know,
Look at
it's not for the
talent.
fat girls out there, but it's some dudes who's just looking for you because they know that they don't qualify for the baddies. So I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Oh boy, that's a good one. Okay, let's go with Cowboys at Titans. Now that's going to be a bum burner. You follow what I'm saying?
Titans.
That's going to be a hard game to play because Titans are pissed. I can tell you that the Titans are pissed.
They're gonna kill us.
They are pissed, and the Cowboys is kind of weak when it comes to a strong running game. You know, all those big bodies bearing down on you, opening up holes, tossing you, holding you, grabbing you, and Henry just might have a field day. That might be a 150-yard rushing night for Henry. So we think the Cowboys will succumb in that one, and we'll let that one go. We'll let that ride. I think Titans win, especially they're at home too in Tennessee. Hey, I've been to that stadium in Nashville. All around that stadium, all they got is a bunch of, hey, buddy, you got a dime? You want to spend some time? But anyway, them old country girls around that stadium.
Hold on. nigga on the panel, no shit. I don't like fat bitches. That boy Trigger, man. That boy Trigger. Hey, man, it's cool if you like to chase the chubbies, man. It's all good, man. Don't.
Yeah, shout out to A1. Okay, Cowboys at Washington, hoop jargon.
Well, what'd you say?
Cowboys at Washington.
Oh, that's an ass whooping. We're going to beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, we're going to drag them Commanders.
That's an ass whooping.
This last year, they didn't have a name.
Yeah. Motherfucker just got a name. That's an ass whooping.
Dex, you going to lose that game too.
No, and why they say Washington? They don't even play in Washington. They play in Maryland. They should be the Maryland Commanders.
Dex, if I recall correctly, didn't Washington go 1-15 and the only team they beat was y'all?
That's what I'm trying to say. No, that was the Cowboys. The Cowboys did that. They did it first. Washington might have did it second, but the Cowboys was that 0-for team, and the only team they beat that year was the Washington Redskins, and the Washington Redskins, I think they won that Super Bowl. If they didn't win that Super Bowl, they lost to the Raiders because of Marcus Allen. Now, but other than that, I think they won that Super Bowl that year when the lowly Cowboys, that was an 0-for team, played the Washington Redskins, and they beat the Washington Redskins. They call that the upset of the century.
Hey, hold on. I'm about to call cap. CW say every woman you've been with been bad as man. Come on, bro. Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. Now, I'm gonna speak for me. I'm gonna speak for me. And I had a lot of baddies in my life. The goddamn it, some of them been some slum musters. Nowhere in hell in your life, all your bras you've been with been bad.
Okay.
I refuse to believe that.
We got an episode in the chat. We know how to deal with that.
All right.
Everybody, we have an episode in the chat. You know it goes. When somebody have an episode.
Hey, Ernest say, I love me a fat girl. It's big girl season.
Put the music on, Dex.
That's how you deal with them?
Yeah, they got to get a little soft music. You know what I mean? Some therapy. This is for CWE. We have a major episode right
therapy, now. Y'all talking about the worst conference in football.
Yeah, they are. How about that? And delusional about their Cowboy record. That's what it is.
I tell you what, pound for pound, it's no better organization.
Big girls need love too, Ernest.
No better organization than the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, that's true. Now that's true. As far as them winning the championship, that's a different thing.
Oh yeah, but the way they take care, the way Jerry Jones take care of it, I'm talking about from the first man to the 56th man on the roster. They treat it the same by that dude.
Yeah, them pork chops, them ham hocks, them oxtails.
He does that.
Rice and gravy, cabbage. Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about, Ernest. I don't have me a few Southern girls myself.
Hey, I'm from the South too, bro. Hey, man, listen, dog. For a slump buster, I'm cool with the biggins, but overall, I can't do it.
Man, I'm from the coast, man. We don't got too many of those biggies out here.
He says big girl season because it's getting chilly. It's starting to get chilly now, right? The weather's starting to change.
Hey, man, I got me a
nobody want to be hugged up with a bag of bones. Ain't that right, Ernest?
I got me a jacket. I'm good.
I don't want no motherfucker
Ernest
sweating
said,
for
you
no
dead
reason.
right.
Hey, I don't want my
Big
girl
girls need
sweating for
love,
no
too.
reason.
You don't
That ain't
sweat for
cool.
no reason.
All you gotta do is keep the fan on them. They be all right.
Big girls need love too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. Not for
Not for
me.
me.
Mhm.
Now I went to my spell, man. Who Jargon would be lying to you if I said, I ain't have my big girl little run.
Listen, I got a little story to tell before flight
Oh
kicks
shit, here we
before
go.
flight dooms us. Listen, I was in high school, right? Now I'm not the prettiest cat in high school. I can admit that, but I'm damn
We
sure
know
not
that.
the ugliest either.
We know that.
Now,
Man, you got a little Don Cheeto in you. Come on.
so what happened? Jargon,
Very low.
let
You
me tell
got a
you
little
this,
Don
right?
Cheeto in
This
you,
good.
Dex.
But
Come
like
I
on.
was my boy set me up real good, right? He set me up real good. He gave me a number to call this chick, talking about she saw me on the bus and she wanted me to holler. Now, when I called this young lady, she sounded so good on the phone. I
Well,
couldn't
hell yeah.
believe it.
that means
I
she
had
fucked with
imagination that this girl was Janet Jackson. I ain't gonna even lie.
Do that
You
remind you
know,
of the movie Friday?
I'm talking about pleasure principal Janet Jackson.
you. Yep.
This is how fine this girl sounded to me, had my mind going. And I couldn't wait to meet her, right? And she stayed on a part of town that's kind of, up class. So what the hell is going on there?
Somebody laughing at you.
No,
Nah, I'm
that's
twisting up
A1
something.
cooking. Yeah, he cooking. I already know what A1 doing. Yeah, just mute your mic real quick, A1.
I got you.
So this girl sounded so fine. You know how you lay down on your pillow and you're talking to a girl and everything she says is just like sweet honey running from her mouth. I just knew this girl was a cutie pie, right? So I'm telling my boy, right? And he was like, yeah, Dex, go over her house, go meet her, go meet her. And I was like, man, okay, I'm gonna go meet her, right? So here go me going over there, walking over there to meet her, right? It was a nice little walk. It's a nice little walk. So I get there and her house looked like the Brady Bunch house. You remember how the Brady Bunch house was, had the double doors?
Yeah.
So her house was double doors. So I said, ooh, she probably light skinned. And she probably, ooh, man, I done came up. So I knock on the door. She had one of them real big knockers, like boom, boom, boom. I forgot what they call it. I guess door knockers, but it was like a big one, like from a castle or something. Boom, boom, boom. So she come to the door, and it was this short, fat girl with braces. And I was like, yeah, I'm just here to see Chrissy. Yeah, because you introduced me to your sister, Chrissy. I'm here for her. I'm Dexter. And she said, you Dexter? And I was like, yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking she like her sister just talking about me, right? She said, you Dexter? Okay, come on in, Dexter. So I came on in. Everything was nobody home. Big ass house, nobody home. So I was like, where's Chrissy? You know what I'm saying? And she said, I'm Chrissy. And I looked to my left. I looked to my right. And I was like, okay, what room we going in? But you better not tell nobody.
Hey, that's why at the
I
double
told that
doors
little
for a big
girl,
ass.
listen, she hounded me forever, right? I was like, listen, shoot, go away. I mean, that was a one-time thing, right? Because all I did was close my eyes and thought of Janet Jackson, the same voice that I heard on the phone. I just closed my eyes and just imagined Janet Jackson. And she kept trying to get at me and stuff, right? So one day we was on a bus, and I was mean. I knew I shouldn't have been mean. You know what I'm saying? But she come and was like, Dexter, can I sit here? And I was like, hell no, you can't sit here. Listen, leave me alone before I beat you up. And that was the end of that.
So
And
you
I
was too
told my
good for her.
homeboy, right? And I told my homeboy, I said, man, you wrong, man. He said, but did you do anything? Did y'all do anything? I said, yeah, I did it. I didn't want to walk all the way over there and not walk back. He said, yeah, because I did the same thing. Juice hooked me up with him. I was like, oh my God, that's cold. He passed it down to me because somebody passed it down to him.
Hey, man, that's how I go sometimes with the big girls, man. You gotta, get your rocks off and get in, get out. Get in, get out.
That was the crazy one. Yeah. So I understand when the guy said, big girls need love too. You know what I'm saying? Till this day, the only person to know about this is y'all and my boy Richie. So if this get out, we got a rat on the panel.
Hey, man, be like
Yeah.
that sometimes. Well, anybody else got any confessions?
Yeah. Flight talking about an altar, right? Come to that confession booth.
Because, yeah, I definitely done G'd me a big girl or two.
Yeah, but that was high school. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't
early
like
college.
it wasn't like you would get around a lot in high school because a lot of girls were stuck up. So it was it wasn't like so easy unless you just a football player, the jock, or the basketball player. You get all the girls. But if you kind of in betweener and you kind of short like myself, man, you got to have a mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? And I just said, you know what? Hell, I'm not doing good right now on that level. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Chrissy down. Shit.
I just had a problem being bored. So should I be bored in college age, slightly after? You like, man, let me just do a little something on my free time.
Yeah, that was the only time I ever been with a big girl.
What?
But I'm gonna tell you something, guys. That gave me some confidence because I wasn't dry no more. My dry spell had finished, so it was on and cracking. Now I felt I could talk to anybody. I felt good about that.
You say that was the first time you had been with a black girl.
Say that again.
What did you say? You said it was the only time you had been with a who?
A big girl.
Oh, a big girl. I thought you said a black girl.
No, black girl's my preference. I don't really date outside my race. They're my preference. I have before, you know what I'm saying, but that's not my preference. But yeah, she was black. This girl was black. She was short, big. I mean, big girl, short, big girl with braces. Her people had money though. They owned it like some McDonald's back then in the days. That was in the early '80s. They owned some McDonald's, so they had some bread.
Hey, sometimes you gotta get your confidence up. With some of your targets.
Yep.
Hey, I tell you what, my big girl experience. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Shit, them big girls broke me off, man. I'll never be seen with in public. I'll be lying if you say I ain't have a great time.
Oh yeah, I mean they probably let you do whatever.
See, y'all bullshit. Big girls take care of you. Y'all ain't treating them. Big girls take care of you. They gonna make sure you all right.
But you're not looking for that in high school, though. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for the slim goodies.
Man, y'all better stop. Y'all better stop because bad ones take care of you too. You better have some damn game.
Yeah, you need to have some game.
But the likelihood is lower though with the baddies.
That's right.
They got more options. It is what it is. It's a numbers game.
Yeah.
I definitely had baddies cash out on me before. I played ball overseas, so I was in Europe with like little mixed German and black joints. So and they like some shit. So I put it this way: when I was playing ball,
you speaking my language, hoop jargon. Bro. I played 3 years in Montreal, bro.
You know what time it is?
It's a whole nother level of woman.
It's a whole nother level.
They don't even know how beautiful they are. They don't even have an idea.
Facts. And so I'm dealing with a bro who, I mean, I'm aging myself, but she used to deal with Young Jock because her first time going to America, she went to Miami, and Young Jock was down there, and he was like cashing out on her. And I'm over here in Germany with her, like, for the free zone, because I ain't got no bread for you like that. But tall, mixed, long hair, just body. Her name was Leah. I was like, God damn. And I lament on that because, in my hoop jargon group, the actual group on Facebook, there's a girl there who looks like that. I keep her name out of this, but she looks just like her. And all the dudes in America just fawn over her. And I just think about Leah. I'm like, bro, I had that for free. Like, it was easy. Like, just being a tall dude with a little bit of game on you. I'm from the South, so they like how you talk, bro. It's mixing a little bit of clout. It was easy. And so, yeah, man, it's funny how what you can get just off of off the strength when you compare it to like coming back home and you got to work a little harder. Like CW was saying, you got to cash out a little bit, but over there, you really ain't got to cash out like that. You just got to have clout.
Yeah, buddy.
Woo. I ain't about her number to drink.
Yeah, I don't know who the guy off of Norbic you're talking about. Hopefully not Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Hopefully not Eddie Murphy. But anyway, even though he played all the parts, so I don't know what's one you're talking about. But no, listen, I done had some real. Listen, trust me, I done had some real good ones. Right. My daughter mama was the finest thing I ever got. And I don't think I ever matched that. You know what I'm saying? And Snow bunnies, I have my share, but that's not what I preference. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's hard for me to say no. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that modest and I'm not that restrictive, but I just have a certain figment of what I want in my head, and I pursue that. That's what I pursue. If it's not that, then I really don't pursue it. But if they pursue me, then hey, fun is fun.
You ain't turning down nothing but your collar.
Marvin, listen. I just said I'm not open like that, but I'm kind of somewhat restricted, but not totally restricted, because you won't never catch me with a pig with a wig.
Well,
Oh,
certain lines you just don't cross.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't get snow bunnies like that. Like when I was in Germany and Switzerland, I ain't get the snow bunnies. Like the ones I would get with the mixed ones, which I prefer anyway.
Yeah, you like the mixed girls?
Yeah, that's me all day. Light skin, kind of tall with it. That's me. I'm 6'6", you know what I'm saying? So
Right, yeah, you can't have the little bitty girls. See, I take the little bitty
no.
girls.
I can. I just prefer the tall ones.
Man, I grew up in San Diego, Cali, man. It's pink
already.
toe,
So you already know what time it
pink
is.
toe heaven. They there and they choosing it from day one.
No, A1 love is snow bunnies. Don't.
Let's try to stay in the green.
That's not a bad word, Flight. Who's got
What?
an echo?
I was gonna say that.
I mean, I live with my girl. She's with her family on vacation right now, but she about 5'9", black and Japanese. You know, that's kind of my
Oh, yeah, they brought. I had a one like that.
yeah.
Black and Japanese. Remember I was talking about the Grants? They have that in their family. That's who I was talking about. Angie Grant. Yeah, she's mixed with black and Japanese or Chinese or whatever, Asian. She mixed with black and Asian. I put it that way. And she's a very pretty girl. Especially in high school.
Yeah.
And she was a hell of a baller too. She played on that undefeated team that won the CIF in the state title, and I think they won the national title too. I think that was I don't know if that was the first time that ever happened, but John Muir of Pasadena with Stacey Augman and Wayne Womack and that team, they went undefeated and won a state title and I think national title. And the girls team won a state title, national title. And my friend Angie was on that team. She wasn't the lead person on that team, but she was like one of the three of on that team. I forgot the girl that actually led the team. I think her name was Teresa.
That's funny. My girl from Pasadena. That's funny you mentioned Pasadena. That's what my chick from. She went to private school out here though. Like, I live in Monrovia, which is a few cities over. But
yeah, I know where Monrovia is. Monrovia and Pasadena used to beef a lot.
Really?
Yeah, Monrovia is blue. Pasadena is mostly red. So they used to have a lot of beef back in the day.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like all beautiful out here. It's like mountains and shit.
One of the coldest running backs to ever walk this earth is from Pasadena.
Who that?
Went to Oregon.
Oh, you talking about McCullough?
I'm talking about Saladin motherfucking McCullough. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know his whole family. I grew up with them.
Oh man, that nigga was one of the coldest. Not too many people know about you. If you from Southern California, you know about Saladin McCullough.
Yeah, I know him personally.
He was like Emmitt Smith, but faster.
Mm-hmm.
He ran kickoff, punt return, and he started at tailback. That's
three of his brothers. I think three of his brothers got drafted.
Man, that dude was cold, bro.
I think it was Saladin.
McCullough.
It was Saladin. It was Hassan. And then the one that went to USC, he played with Justin Vargas. Remember Justin Vargas came over from Michigan because Huggy Bear got a new movie role down there in Hollywood, in LA. So he brought him down there and let him live with him. And him and Justin Vargas were splitting a lot of the running back duties at USC. I'm trying to think of his name. You had Saladin, you had Hassan, and you had oh my God, I can't think of his name. I just talked to that dude about like 6 months ago. That's crazy.
SC?
Yeah, he went to SC. Yeah, he went to SC.
What year?
I would say like 97, 98.
Yeah, I was a sophomore in college, so
Hassan. Yeah, it was like 97, 98. He's like a year older than Saladin.
Okay.
Because they all come like 1 year apart, basically. It was him, Saladin, then Hassan.
I just remember Saladin because my best friend, my quarterback from Pop Warner all the way up, Keithy Smith, went to Oregon. So they was roommates. So Keithy told me, he called me, he said, bro, you got to watch our first game. This dude, Saladin, just watch this dude. So I'm like, all right. They played against Arizona, opening night. I said, I'm going to sit back and watch the game. That was the first game of the college season, so they played a week before everybody. I sat back, kickoff, opening kickoff. He goes 99. I said, damn. Like, then he had like 150 and 2 tubs. I was like, yeah, it's the best running back in the country right here. I'm watching. But then Lawrence Phillips was right there in Nebraska, and that dude was another.
Lawrence Phillips is out of West Covina. I think he's out of West Covina.
Man, that dude was a whole nother mind. I played with him in Montreal, bro. You talking about the best pure running back, the best body, the best ever. If there was a dictionary of a body of a running back, of a guy who can, it was Lawrence Phillips, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that got in his way was him.
You know, Lawrence Phillips was a part of that high school team that won the most consecutive games in high school football. LaSalle.
Yep.
Up there.
Mm-hmm.
That dude was he was a whole nother level, bro.
Yeah, he was
it's like 10 years straight.
Right. Like 10 years straight. Right. Yep. That was crazy. That high school was crazy. And they never really got like the publicity that they should. Because if that was Long Beach Poly, I mean, they would be all world.
Well, they got a lot of flack because they wouldn't travel.
Oh, that's what it was.
So
okay.
All the teams from Southern California in the modern days, all those dudes wanted that action, and they ran from it.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So they didn't want to come down south because down south is a different type of ball than up north.
Got you. Okay.
Whole basketball team too. I remember playing in a Nike national tournament my senior year, and in that tournament, it was my home. It's in Houston. My home school. My home district hosted it, but Kendrick Perkins was in it. Carmelo, Hassan Adams.
I remember Hassan Adams from Arizona.
Dude named Cartier Martin was in the NBA. Dude named Indy Eby was in the NBA. So it was like a big ass event. And I remember LaSalle was there, and I remember they were telling me how cold their football team was. It was like, I was like, damn, that's crazy. So funny backstory.
They won. Yeah, they won like 10 years straight.
Mm-hmm. It's funny how these storylines intermingle off of different experiences.
Mm-hmm. But to go back to the basketball, just think how big Cali is. And for those 3 brothers to take that little school that hadn't been nowhere,
Chino, yep.
Hadn't been no motherfucking where, and go against those giants and beat them.
Facts.
That's crazy.
Facts.
They was playing against giants, bro. And yeah, they dudes ran through that section. I was like, God, dog.
In big ass arenas too, though. I remember LeVar was talking about how they went to like the Honda Center over there in Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
Fill that motherfucker up. That's where the hockey team plays. The Ducks play, and they will fill that up as a basketball game. And he's very proud of that. It's just crazy because that reminds me of back home.
Breaking news.
Right, please don't announce that crap.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Unstoppable is beating me upside the head right now.
Oh yeah. Y'all heard the news?
What?
Oh yeah, I see it in the chat. Oh, okay. I mean, the
Sultan, that's his name.
The Lakers are in advance. The Lakers are in advanced trade talks for Patrick Beverly. They're talking about sending Talon Horton Tucker, Stanley Johnson, to Utah for the veteran guard. They're in advanced talks, so this thing could go down at any second.
I told y'all about that Taylor Horton Tucker. Everybody was riding high on that dude.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
only rumor right now, though. A1, it's only rumor.
Man, get him up out of here, man.
But the guy I was talking to you about was Sultan. That's the older brother. No, I'm saying Sultan McCullough. That's the other brother.
But Sultan McCullough. Yes, I remember him. Yeah.
But to the point of the trade, them boys are talking again, like they talking to THT, like that was trade bait to get KD over or some shit, or get Kyrie over. Like, no, 2 years ago, probably. No,
he didn't. When guys don't improve,
yep,
that lets me know what you're doing in the offseason, bro. Yep. And I ain't got no respect for that.
I wouldn't even say that. I just get what you are. You just a rudimentary guy. You're gonna be in and out. You know, that's because normally, man, you know.
Are you talking about THT?
Yeah, bro. Reality is most dudes don't love basketball like that, or their respective sport. They do it because they're good at it, right? So he I ain't gonna say he strikes me as that, but his body type strikes me as that, and that's just what it is. What it is, man. Some dudes just don't want it like that, or at least they say they want it, but it's hard.
But I agree with PBN Patch. That isn't a bad trade if it goes through, because now we have something formidable on the perimeter.
So are you? First of all, if you listen to Pat,
I know Unstoppable. Please don't beat me upside the head, brother. Have some mercy, for crying out loud.
For what he said on First Take, the dude was adamant about wanting to play for LeBron. He said and the thing is, a dude like Pat Bev, he know he's got LeBron behind him. Oh,
salute to FYF.
He's going all. He's diving on the floor. He's
they
going
need
all
that,
out, man.
right? Don't they need that?
Yeah, they need that.
No.
Yeah, we want the Lakers.
You saying Pat Beverly is a gimmick?
Patrick Beverly's jersey will be flowing through that stadium.
Okay, for a year.
Slate said the trade is already done. Flight, did you verify that, Flight? The trade is already done.
Well, I just got an update on ESPN. I just got to let me see.
I think that's listen. The Lakers need some type of perimeter defense. Okay.
Because I agree with that.
Because we're gonna if AD is good, and if Thomas Bryant and Damian Jones could hold up the back part of the defense, then I don't mind having Patrick Beverly, because we just need somebody that's going to go after or slow down somebody that's that's doing a little too much.
Well, my question is, okay, so if he on the court, then Westbrook can't be on the court. So it's like,
maybe so. That might be. I mean, you're going to need a stop, right? You're going to need somebody that can stop or disrupt.
Going down. We getting Pat.
No, I wouldn't say play both of them. I wouldn't say play both of them. You have to stagger those minutes between the two. All I'm saying is that Patrick Beverly, he's going to go all out for LeBron. But trust me, I sensed something like that was happening when he was on First Take, and all he was doing was talking up for LeBron, like saying if he could play with LeBron, he'd cut off both of his feet or something like that.
Him politicking, trying to get there.
Yeah,
trying to get back to LA.
He angling. That's cool. I just think, man, he's better suited for Brooklyn, man. I would love to see him in Brooklyn, because the personalities matching. I don't see him moving neither for us. But I mean, whatever. We trying some shit. That's cool.
But all the Lakers need to have somebody to slow somebody down for just a millisecond. So Thomas Bryant, Damian Jones, and them guys can get back to defend the rim.
We
didn't have nobody like that. It was like Matador defense.
He sets a tone for the rest of the team.
That's fair.
Now, I don't know if he's going to get LeBron to scratch down in the 3-point.
He ain't worried about LeBron. He ain't worried about. LeBron. He ain't trying to get there to LeBron. What he's going to try and do is affect everybody else.
Yeah.
He going to be able to yell at everybody else except AD and LeBron.
I hope so. Well, I'm gonna say this. I've always hated Patrick Beverly.
He ain't gonna yell out no damn Westbrook.
They ain't gonna get along. No. They already don't get along.
Exactly.
I know Westbrook don't like that trade.
That's two bulls in the pen, man. That very seldom works with two bulls in the pen.
Stop it, FYF.
I appreciate that comment, FYF.
Great trade.
What'd he say?
Where are mods at? FYF is having an episode. You know when we start having episodes now. You know the rules.
I'll put the music back on.
I'm trying to warn them. I gotta have my hand on the button.
Ain't nobody buying no Pat Bev jersey. Exactly, but that's the biggest waste of money you'll ever spend buying it.
Hey, watch.
What is the contract? Somebody give us the deets on the contract.
Watch. I guarantee that we know how the Laker fans are. It's gonna be some Pat Bev jerseys up in there.
I mean, some idiot gonna buy one because it's on sale. But I mean, you know, ain't no real niggas gonna wear no goddamn Pat Bev.
He gonna have a section because you know what? That's what Lakers fans want. You know, we want somebody that's gonna play hard, dive away.
Wait. Hold on 1 second. We got an issue here. We got a real big issue here, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell is Slate talking about.
We gonna see what Pat Bev and watch. Woo! Come on, Pat.
Yeah.
Slate, you saying the FYF ain't spent that 40 yet?
Uh-oh.
FYF, what's going on, man?
Don't put him on Front Street, Dex. Put him in the chat.
Yeah, we having a moment.
A1, I got a question for you.
He ain't got the answer.
Oh, baby, come on, man. Come on. What's up, Mark? What's up, OG?
This Pat Beverly trade. With this Pat Beverly trade, if you guys get him, does it make the Lakers 3 games better, 5 games better, or no games better?
It makes us 3 games better. Pat Bev will win.
What you think about that hoop?
Pat Bev can win us 3 games with his hustle, a block, a steal, at a crucial time. He's gonna win us 3 games.
I think this trade makes us 3 games more interesting.
Oh my God! Here come Unstoppable. Just when the night was getting bad.
Hey Dex, man, we got to talk about it, Dex. Let's talk about it. Man, bro,
I was starting to feel good.
Let's talk about it, man.
Yeah, I'm happy you here. I'm happy you here, Unstoppable, because I got 3 Lakers fans on the panel with me. And, I was finna run down some numbers.
Hold on, Mark.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I got purple with me.
I got something to say.
All right. I got purple. They're trying to beat me up. I see.
I hate to sound
no love, no love from the panel.
Hey, I hate to sound. No, I love to, but I told you so. I told you so.
So what?
Well, the thing of it is this right here. Kyrie was very close to getting traded, but what happened was Kevin Durant stuck his little big foot out there and took over the spotlight. And they's like, wait a minute, we're not gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? So he coveted Kyrie. He threw a James Brown cape over Kyrie by requesting a trade to make sure Kyrie was cemented with him in his journey as a Brooklyn Net. So I'm not mad at KD because you double down for your brother. I'm not mad at him, and I'm not mad at Brooklyn for not trading Kyrie, because to me, I thought it was idiotic for them to try to shoo away Kyrie like he was, some leftover meatloaf.
Where was Kyrie going?
No.
Remember, there was like the fan base in them. It was like, yeah, get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? We don't. You know, they was like talking crazy.
I tell you what, if we had Jerry West or if we had Jerry West, that deal would have been done.
All I can remember is you saying maybe you didn't say guarantee.
I never guaranteed anything. Yeah, I just said it was talk. But you got to remember, I brought it up before the media got hold to it, and it was a firestorm with the Kyrie. Remember that? I brought it up like two weeks before it even came, because a lot of you guys thought I was just capping that it was even something to be discussed.
All right, the disrespect for Russell Westbrook is about to get. A lot of people gonna walk down the altar.
It's still a good trade though.
The purple babies, all y'all gonna walk down the altar.
Nah, I don't. They need to just go ahead if they can, which I doubt they will. Him and LeBron just don't work together. So they just need to go ahead and figure something up.
Russell Westbrook and nobody work together. Him and nobody work together.
Actually, I want a question.
Damn, it's like 5 teams of evidence. Shit.
Yeah.
A1, what are you saying, A1? You saying that Westbrook is going to play better? Is that what you're saying?
I think Derek Ham It's gonna be one way or the other. All right, either
Well,
he gonna straighten up and fly right, or Derek Ham gonna put him on the bench. That's his choice. Like he's dealing with a guy that's not gonna put up with his shit.
yeah,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
yeah, okay. But
So
who is Darvin
that's
Ham,
gonna be
sir?
his.
Who
That's what
is
he's gonna
Darvin
have to
Ham?
do.
Who is
Run the
Darvin
second
Ham?
unit.
No, nobody.
All right.
Yeah, he's a first year
Russell
coach.
Westbrook is an all-star player, MVP, a former
No, he's
MVP.
not.
Please,
No, he's not. He's a former All-Star player.
whatever. And
Nah,
if
ain't no
he bench
whatever.
him,
He a former All-Star player.
if he bench him, and a new coach benching him, please. What he gonna bench him for? They ain't got no bench.
Purple baby.
Same
Purple
thing
baby.
Frank Vogel's bitching for. What
If
you
you
mean?
listen to what he's saying, he gave him all the. Hey, I got him. I think Westbrook, he's gonna be a starter. And then Westbrook fires his agent. Why did he fire his agent?
Because yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that gets back to the head coach. Like, bro, I done went out on the limb, like on national TV, let people know I got
Endorsing you. Yep.
And then you're gonna turn around and do this.
Yep.
All right. So that he drew the line in the sand right there. So now after he said that, listen to what the head coach said. It's gonna be this way or the highway.
Oh well, and if y'all think it's gonna work that easily, y'all crazy.
But he has all they gave him all the power. That's why he took the job.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a sixth choice. He's a sixth choice. If we're being honest. And well, I gotta say this, A1. I don't think you're wrong with your ideology. I just don't think he's gonna do it. Russell Westbrook he's shown, bro, he is who he is. He's not gonna change. Remember when he first came to the Lakers, he's like,
right, but we can't accept that play like what he did last year. We can't accept that.
It's his whole career. He don't change.
Yeah, I feel you, but on the Lakers, we can't accept that. He can do that shit everywhere else.
I say cut his ass.
Hold on, Marvin, 1 second. Let FYF get a little something up in here real quick. Is he FYF is still here?
No, I don't think so. I just wanted to ask A1 a question. What A1? Yeah. What did you get that you didn't like from Russell last year? Just let me know.
He was never in rhythm. Like Russell needs to have command. He needs to go to the whole. He needs to have the whole. Everything has to evolve around him. And this is the first time in any situation where shit didn't evolve around him. You know what I'm saying? That's why he threw a hissy fit and tried to blame it on everybody else. The first thing to making a adjustment is looking yourself in the mirror and say, I need to play better.
Right.
So the first thing that Darvin Ham did was try to give him the confidence, like, I got you. Like you're Russell Westbrook. Don't forget who you are. And then he turns around and says, fires his agent and the reason why. You know what I'm saying? So that just took to me, Darvin Ham, who I'm seeing, who I'm listening to, that's like, damn, I'm like, nigga, I was 100 with you and you're going to turn around and do that? All right, the line is drawn.
Now, A1, I want you to explain so I don't think people know. Why did he fire his agent? I know why, but I want you to spell that out.
I know why too. I heard why. And I agree.
He was looking for somewhere else to play. He an agent is supposed to be able to call around, have general manager in their back pocket, basically. You know what I'm saying? Call around and ask, and they found nothing. And his agent said, your best bet is to stay here. Darvin Ham said you will be a starter. Play here, play your role, and then, play well. And then next year you have more opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
So this is his last opportunity. This is it. He fired his agent because he didn't like what he heard from his agent. So that led his agent went out. So agents don't do this. It's like they never do this. His agent goes out and says, I told him to stay with the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
That let Darvin Ham know that he didn't want to be with the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. So let me say this, A1. Right. Does that not lend itself to the psyche? I'm going real quick, Marvin. Does that not lend itself to the psyche of how delusional Westbrook is? That even your longtime agent, we talking about 15 years, been your wedding, all that. He told you that, yo, bro, the landscape ain't good. Nobody wants you. You need to go play for the Lakers and play yourself into another contract. He wasn't feeling and got rid of him.
It won't be no $47 million contract.
Yeah. So, motherfucker making 44, right? does it not kind of lend itself to the delusion of him, and that he doesn't want to conform and he still sees himself? It's called myopia. You see yourself as as tunnel vision. You see yourself as a better version of what you are. When everybody else around you, they survey it, it's like, yo, bro, you're diminished goods. So that makes me think that it's not going to work. It sounds nice because the ball ain't tipped yet, but it lends itself to like a delusional person.
Yeah, I got you, because he's not from the outside looking in. And just from a teammate, if I was one of his teammates, I'd be like, bro, just you got all the accolades, you done everything. Let's win a chip. Let's put that on your resume, and then everything else will look brighter. Nobody's like, he's not looking himself in the mirror, and the
Knicks would take a robot cat with wires hanging out of it. Stop it, talent.
It's he don't have no what's the word I'm looking for? It's no
self-awareness.
Yeah, it's no self-awareness. No
okay.
He doesn't blame himself for shit. You know what I'm saying?
Outside of defense, what should Russ improve from last year?
Oh, slashing, shooting. Oh, what you talking about? That's easy.
No, but I'm just only say that because his numbers, percentage-wise, weren't horrible.
Fuck the numbers, Lamont, man. Bro,
yeah, no,
this dude can't catch and shoot normal shit that you would expect.
I know, but you both know that catching and shooting in the NBA is a skill you learn over years. You don't just learn it over a summer.
Lonzo Ball learned over summer.
We just need him to play.
Well, he already had somewhat of a shot that could go in. He just tweaked the form.
No, he changed his whole jumper, Lamont.
He changed his jumper, but he still had a shot that could go in from time to time. He could get streaky and make shots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, the
I just need him to knock down shots, man.
I'm just asking this.
Nobody looked at Lonzo and said he can't never be a good shooter.
No, people were saying though at the time. I remember things in context well.
He fired his agent.
I was broke.
I thought he fired his agent because his agent said he requested a trade.
Yeah. Now this is what I'm.
And he
never
requested a trade.
They say he fired his agent because his agent told him that he needs to sign with the Lakers. Yes. At the end of this season and the start of next season, he's going to be on the Lakers. What the hell he fired his agent for?
I thought he fired his agent because his agent came out. Remember, he fired his agent a day after his agent came out and said that Russell Westbrook said he requested a trade.
I think
I didn't pay attention.
Then he fired his agent because I don't think he wanted to ever requested a trade and ever wanted to leave LA.
No, I don't think that's true at all. Actually, I think because again, he got scrutiny he'd never got in his whole career. And Lamont, we talked about this on my stream when the trade first happened. I said it's not going to work, no way, no how. I mean, listen, man, basketball is basketball, bro. And I remember at the time, I'm not going to shit on you for this. I mean, it's just your opinion. At the time, you were saying that good players figured out. Not necessarily so if the games don't match. So I think Westbrook is in a quagmire right now from a mental standpoint, where he still think he is who he was 2-3 years ago. He's not. But it's hard to tell. What they say, pride comes before the fall.
Now, hoop jargon. I think the big question is going to be if he does figure it out and can buy into that role, being the third guy. What does that potentially look like if he buys in and then actually becomes that 3-and-D type of player? We don't know what he's been doing over the summer. We don't know if he's been working on that corner three, if he's been watching film, getting better on it. We don't know. We won't know it because he's going to be a Laker. And these are all things I know Darvin Ham is going to be emphasized.
You just said he can't learn it over summer, though. So
no, I'm just saying. But you said Lonzo did. I'm just saying. I don't believe he can learn it over one summer. He's probably worked on it a little bit last year, going into this year, maybe improved. I'm just saying, if he defies all odds and he buys into that role and it actually looks good, how good could the Lakers be?
Well, I would say if he can do that, that's championship level basketball. If Westbrook could be a 3-and-D like Danny Green kind of guy per se,
well, he'll be better than Danny.
Well, no. I'm just saying, just on some iteration of that. That could potentially be a championship level situation.
And don't you think it's worth the risk if it works? You have a championship level squad.
No, I think he'll never be able to shoot like that because his form is afflicted. He can't, and the way he thinks basketball, he thinks selfishly. He thinks hands-on basketball. So you can't.
No, you're right. His form is never going to allow him to be catch and shoot for shooter.
Yeah,
he won't. That's why I said catching and shooting it's one of the hardest shots in the game. Catch and shoot. People make it seem like it's just easy. It's one of the harder shots. because you don't got no
Yeah,
rhythm.
somebody sound like they live in a haunted house.
I think it's
Hang on,
easy. I
let
know,
me say
right?
this,
You hear the door creaking.
hang on, Hoop. Let me ask you guys this. Now, I just gave a list, and I wanted to check you on this too, Hoop. But listen, guys.
Go ahead.
Now, I just gave a list of the Lakers' first 10 games to a couple of guys, and a lot of people feel the Lakers are going to be a lot better. Now, from what I see, the Lakers ain't too much different than they were last year.
I mean, we
And
got
this is still.
Shit.
I mean, wait a
with
minute.
that
Hold on.
trade,
Let me finish. Let me finish.
with
All
that
right, let
trade
me
we
finish.
get. With hold on,
Okay, now
before you finish, let me get that
addition
trade.
by subtraction because you got rid of
Bogdan
players also.
Bogdanovic is a 41% shooter from three. That's a huge pickup. With
Who they
Patrick
pick
Beverley.
up?
You got
What?
Bogdanovic. You ain't got
No, you
him.
don't.
I mean, whatever the Utah lefty, the shooter,
Who?
the 3-point shooter, he's in that deal with Patrick Beverley.
Oh, they got
No,
Bogdanovich?
no.
Patrick Beverley
Bogdanovic, he's on
and a
Atlanta.
left three-point shooter from
No,
Utah.
it's two of them. What's the name?
Oh, okay. Well, you must be talking about Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles is on Brooklyn.
No, Joe Ingles is not there. Joe Ingles would have just signed with another
not
team.
Joe Ingles.
I mean, he's on Milwaukee.
Hold on. If they got Bogdanovich, that's a steal.
Yeah,
they ain't got Bogdanovich. Hell, I wanted him.
Heard that. I'm gonna look at the ESPN. I'll show you. I'll tell you right now. Let me.
If they got Pat Beverly and Bogdanovich,
notification. Hold on.
Yeah, if you got Bogdanovich, then your team did get better. I can say that.
Yeah, it did.
I ain't heard that. I haven't
and I
heard
think
that.
y'all underrate Thomas Bryant too.
No, nobody's underrated.
No, I don't see Thomas Brady.
I'm telling you,
he got to show us what he can do, man.
No, he is actually a better floor spacer than you might believe. He can actually make the corner three.
Well, FYF, I was looking him up earlier today. Hang on, I was looking at him earlier today, and he's ranked 89th among centers in the NBA.
I mean, look, right now the rankings throw it in the trash can because this is about role.
No, he's not gonna move the needle. He ain't gonna do no more than what Dwight Howard did.
No, he can be way more effective than Dwight.
What's the shooting percentage look
They
like?
took him out the deal. Just
CWE and Talented Ted, one more goofy anti-Laker rant. I'm gonna consider that an episode, and you already know what we do when you start having episodes.
Hoop Jargon, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
All right, since I got you on the panel tonight and we talking about the Lakers, I'm gonna run through these first 10 games. I want you to give me wins and losses. Right. I'm gonna jot it down because I'm putting it in a slot. And since I got you tonight, and I probably won't see you again, I need to get you. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready, bro. Go ahead.
All right, your first game is on the road at Golden State.
Loss.
Second game is home against the Clippers.
Loss.
0-2. Third game is home against Portland.
Win.
1-2. Fourth game is on the road against Denver.
Loss.
1-3. On the road against Minnesota.
Ooh. I'm gonna say win off experience.
2-3. Home against Denver again.
I think we may split with them. So I'm gonna give a win.
3-3. Home against the Pelicans.
Ooh. Rival game with big. With a healthy Zion, I say that's a loss.
3-4. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 3-4. Home against Utah.
Win. Absolutely.
4-4. Home against Cleveland.
Dub.
5-4, and then on the road at Utah.
Dub again.
6-4. Okay, you guys can go ahead.
Well, you shortchanged them. Who?
I mean, it sounds nice, but I mean, I'm just going off of what the dynamic is, bro. Like, Moxie only gets you so far, man. I'm going off the matchup.
Remember, this is a healthy AD. It's a healthy AD on the floor.
Okay.
Hey Marvin, did you get FYF slot?
No, I haven't put him in yet.
Yeah, you ain't here.
The disrespect for AD is gonna end too.
It ain't gonna end.
Purple baby, you know what I'm saying? We talking about a top 5 player when he's healthy. Period.
We want FYF. We want FYF to give us an offer on the Portland Trailblazers. Well, maybe not offer. Maybe one of 9.
Yeah, and I got the Portland.
Man, they're gonna be better. They're gonna be better than people think. They're gonna be a lot better than people think. Why?
No, they're gonna overachieve in the regular season and get washed in the first round.
So you think they're going to play?
Bro. They're gonna be good. I think they're gonna be good.
Yeah, let me hear the first 10 games. I want to hear this.
All right, hang on a minute, because I gotta. I'm finishing up.
And Golden State never wins the
I'm
first
gonna
game
end
of
up
the
playing the
season.
music all for the rest of the night if you keep this up, Bed, because apparently the therapy is not working.
So, FYF, you think your team is better than the Kings?
No, I don't think they're better. What I'm saying is, Portland, when healthy, is known, especially with Dame, for overachieving in the regular season and then flopping in the playoffs. They consistently show you that when they can be healthy.
That's pretty fair. That's fair.
So you got them in the
They will surprise you in the regular season because you can't scout them out. But in a 7-game series, a good team will destroy them.
So you got them in the play-in then?
I got them as a 7 or 8 seed.
Oh no.
Okay, give it to him, Marvin. Let's hear FYF go with the first 10.
Guys. Yeah, because I haven't done anybody on Portland. So if you guys don't mind, I'd like to do everybody. Is that all right?
Well, no, at least do FYF first.
All right.
I am. I'm gonna do FYF first, then I'm gonna do everybody else.
Let's go.
Is that okay? Okay, hang on a second. We're gonna start. Music, please.
Oh my God.
Yes, because Bad is acting a fool right now. Bad just don't know how to act. So I mean, come on, Bad.
All right.
You just won't
All
stop.
right, here we go. Let me know I'm going game for game. First game is on the road against Sacramento, Portland.
Oh, win.
1-0. Home against Phoenix.
Win.
2-0. On the road against the Lakers.
Against who?
Lakers.
Loss.
2-1. Home against Denver.
Loss.
2-2. Home against Miami.
Damn. Loss.
Damn, you hesitated?
It take you that long?
home against Houston. You had 2 and 3.
That's a win. That's a win.
3-3. Home against Memphis.
Oh, win. No, Jaren Jackson.
What?
Oh my God, this was
That's a win. Jaren Jackson ain't gonna be there.
It don't matter.
They don't need him.
Right, 4 and 3.
Yeah, they do need Jaren Jackson.
This is his. Don't coerce him. You can't coerce him.
That's his takes. Let him have it. 4 and 3. Next game is on the road at Phoenix.
I'm gonna be at that game, so I'm gonna say win.
Oh my God, the blasphemy.
5 and 3, and the very next day, which is a back-to-back, home again. I mean, on the road again against Phoenix.
Loss.
Okay, you got them at 5 and 5.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Who wants to go next? Dex, are you up? Okay. All right. Who? All right. This is Portland, guys.
Yep.
We're gonna go and get Portland out of the way, I guess. Okay. First game is at Sacramento.
That's dub.
1-0. Home against Phoenix.
Oh, it definitely is.
L.
Yeah, it's lost.
1-1. On the road against the Lakers.
That's lost.
I'm sorry?
Lost.
1-2. Home against Denver.
That's a loss.
1-3. Home against Miami.
That's a loss.
1-4. Home against Houston.
That's the dub.
2-4. Home against Memphis.
That's a loss.
2-5. On the road at Phoenix.
That's a L.
2-6. The very next day, back to back on the road again against Phoenix.
See, I want to say L, but you know how I go. It gets crazy with the back to backs. So I'm gonna give him a push. I'm gonna give him a win.
3-6, and then on the road at Miami.
That's definitely.
L. L?
CW. I never seen an episode last this long in the chat.
Okay. You got them at 3 and 7. Purple baby, you want to go next?
Yes, I do.
She's about to cap for real.
You already know what's coming, right? He finna bury you. 2 and 8.
You in
Okay, Purple. Ready?
Yes.
On the road at Sacramento.
Loss.
Damn, they can't beat Cowtown.
Bet 20.
Cowtown.
Home against Phoenix.
Win.
1-1. On the road against the Lakers.
Yeah, that Casamigo kicking in for Purple Baby.
Go ahead, Purple. 2-1. Home against Denver.
Loss.
2-2. Home against Miami.
Loss.
2-3. Home against Houston.
Win.
3-3. Home against Memphis.
Loss.
3-4. On the road 2 times in back-to-back against Phoenix.
1 loss and 1 win.
4-5. And the last game is on the road against Miami.
Loss.
4-6. All right, whoever wants to go next, you just let me know.
Okay, I'll go next. That wasn't too bad, Purple Baby. Now listen, this is not for FYF. This is for Zen Master. I'm rubbing my hands like Birdman. I'm ready to give you my take.
Yeah, and I was intending on getting Zen when he was on the channel because he's gonna be so busy. I get him again, but I wanted to get closer.
This is for you, Zen. FYF, don't take this personal.
Nah, yeah, I know Zen is he's an extreme Portland fan, so you got to pick like Zen.
Yeah, you're right. And also, I wanted to say this, guys. I don't know if y'all noticed in those first 10 games, they got Phoenix 3 times.
Yeah, I seen.
Yeah,
that's why it's a real chance they could beat them twice.
Man, they played them 3 times in 10 games. Okay, Dex. Ready to go, Dex?
Yes, sir.
On the road, Sacramento.
A healthy Sacramento and a healthy Portland Trail Blazers. I'm going with Portland.
1-0. Home against Phoenix.
Bloodbath, Phoenix.
1-1. On the road against the Lakers. Realistic take.
What you mean a realistic take? Would you think I'm gonna take Portland? Lakers, but it'll be more competitive because Dame loves to play the LA, so it'll be a competitive game. But I'm going with the Lakers.
1-2. Home against Denver.
Denver
wins. 1-3. Home against Miami. 1-4. Home against Houston.
Blazers.
2-4. Home against Memphis.
I'm gonna go with Blazers on that one. Home against Memphis, because I think the Blazers gonna have a decent enough team to run with that Memphis team. Because there's nothing holding the Blazers back from beating Memphis.
Well, FYI took them too. I mean, FYF took them too. So you giving them a win and put them at 3-4. Let me make sure. Yeah, they put them at 3-4. On the road at Phoenix 2 times in a row.
That could be a split.
All right, you got them at 4-5, and then the last game is at Miami. You got them at 4-6. FYF, Unstoppable.
What's up, bro? I'm here.
You want to go ahead and get your Portland schedule out the way?
Yeah, good.
All right. On the road at Sacramento.
That's a W.
Win.
Yeah.
Home against Phoenix.
L.
1-1. On the road at LA Lakers. 1-2. Home against Denver. 1-3. Home against Miami. Hello?
Yeah, Miami.
Okay, 1-4. Home against Houston.
Who's Houston point guard again? I know it is.
Shit, I don't know.
You said who?
Home against Houston. I don't know who it is.
No, I thought Purple Baby said who the point guard
No,
was.
Jalen Green
Jalen Green, no, I thought he was the shooting guard.
or Kevin Porter, one of them.
Yeah, I think it's Kevin Porter. I think that game was close. I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm picking Houston.
You picking Houston?
Yep.
Got them at 1-5.
Yep.
Home against Memphis.
I was going to Grizzlies.
Home against Memphis.
Grizzlies.
1-6. 2 back-to-back games against Phoenix on the
They
road.
losing all of them.
Got them at 1-8, and then the last home game against Miami.
Miami gonna win. Yep.
1-9. All right, he got them at 1-9. Now I want to ask you guys: do y'all think that's a reasonable take? I wanted to ask the panel. You guys feel that's a? Did he judge them properly?
They not beating.
Got underrated Sacramento.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do mine. I'm gonna do mine. I said I'm gonna go ahead and do mine right
now.
quick.
No, I'm talking about Purple too. Right here.
No, I said I just think a lot of y'all underrated Sacramento.
What is it about Sacramento you like?
They got De'Aaron Fox too.
But I just think as a team, it's a good team.
And that game is in Sacramento.
They decent. Because you got to remember, they don't got Marvin Bagley no more. You know?
I know they replaced him with a better player.
You said what?
They replaced him with a better player.
Who did they get? I forget.
Keegan Murray.
One more time. It's kind of hard to hear you that now.
Keegan Murray.
Yeah. Still got Rashawn Holmes. They got like.
I mean, like I said, the Kings they decent, but I think Portland gonna take that one. Kings ain't very well going to tank mode too. Damn, man, Dex Wood turn the music up loud.
Yeah, it's very loud. I'm gonna do my quick. The music's not very loud. He got it down low.
Shit, it's loud as mine. Now it went low. See, Dex over there trolling. Now it's going up. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I can hear it pretty good, man. That means you get it loud, bro. But go ahead, Marvin. What's your take?
Yeah, I'm gonna give my takes on it right quick.
Hold on. One more thing, because you said you had asked that. You think I did an unfair take on Trailblazers?
No. I just wanted to ask them. I just wanted to ask everybody because you got them at 1-9.
Yeah. Hey, I couldn't believe y'all got them beat the two times.
Anytime I hear 10-0 or 9-1 or 1-9 or 9-1, I want to ask the panel, do they think, how they feel about it? I mean, I'm not going to give them a 1-9. I can see that right now, but I can understand your feeling on 1-9. Okay. My first game is on the road at Sacramento. Now, I've been listening to Purple Baby, and I think Sacramento got a decent squad too. Now, if this wasn't another team besides Portland, I probably wouldn't have these thoughts. But I think Portland's team is a little better than them, Purple Baby. I do believe that. I believe they're picking up Jeremy Grant, and in a couple, I think they got one more piece. I think it just gets them a little better than Sacramento. I'm not going to pick Sacramento to lose every game, but I just don't see them beating Portland. So now the only reason I would get his game in Sacramento is because it's in Sacramento. But I'm going to go on a limb and take Portland on this one, so I give them 1-0. Home against Phoenix, I figure they lose that one. They 1-1. On the road against the Lakers, I think they lose that one. They 1-2. Home against Denver, I think they lose that one. They 1-3. Home against Miami, I think they lose that one. They 1-4. Home against Houston, I think they win that one, 2-4. And because of where they are in dire straits, I think they win that next game at home against Memphis, which gives them 3-4.
What up, buddy?
Give them 3-4. Two road games against Phoenix, I think they lose both of them. 2-6. Wait a minute. No, 3-6. And then the last one on the road at Miami, I think they lose that one, 3-7.
Hey, I ain't hear you, Mark. Who you had them beating besides who you had the Portland
the teams that I haven't beaten?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you, see, every time I talk, Dex, bring that music up louder. See, Dex, how you messing with me, Dex?
I had them beating Houston, and Houston, Denver one game, and I have them winning that one game, home game against Memphis.
Guys, you guys are shooting Portland way low, man. All right, so they get Damian Lillard back. They got a young kid that puts up 28, 25 a night. You got Josh Hart. You got Jeremy Grant. You got a center that gives you double. Like, y'all got it twisted, man.
They want to put that up with Dame.
A1. Get your take.
Damian Lillard is a pickup for them.
Man,
like,
they not beating no Suns and they not beating no Denver, man. Denver's getting
Okay,
right,
A1.
so
let me get your take on it. Let me get your take on it.
The Suns is figured out. The Suns is figured out.
No, they,
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
They not.
But
They
I'm
not.
saying,
No,
okay.
they're not.
All right, hold on.
The Suns had their window 2 years ago, bro. They're done. They figured
it out. They're not done, bro. They not.
I get your take on it, A1, and then we can talk about it after.
All
right. On the road at Sacramento.
Duh.
Home against Phoenix.
Win. I got to win for home. The Damian Lillard fresh home game. Yeah, I got them winning. Hell yeah.
2-0. On the road at the Lakers.
What is Lakers coming off a back-to-back, or is that Lakers opening home game, or what's that?
I don't know because I'm on
I got the Lakers.
Portland
That's an L.
I'm on the Portland schedule, so I'm not sure what the Lakers are
that's
doing
an
at
L.
that time. But that's not a back-to-back for Portland, so that's a loss.
That's an L. Yeah.
Okay, you got them at 1-2-1. All right, wait a minute. You picked them to beat Sacramento on the road, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you got them at 2-1. All right. Home against Denver.
Home against Denver. Denver, that'll be their 4th game together. They still getting that chemistry together. And Portland's at home.
Yep.
You know, one of the, the top 5 toughest places to play. I got Portland.
3-1. Home against Miami.
That's an L.
3-2. Home against Houston.
Damn, that's tough because that's a West Coast. Is that a West Coast trip for Miami, or is that just they're traveling?
I'm not looking at the Miami schedule, so I don't know that.
All right, because that plays a part into it. So that's tough.
Yeah, I know it, but I'm trying to judge this on when the team I'm calling out is having their back-to-back, and that was not.
They could easily knock off Miami if Miami's coming from Miami. Playing somebody on a Wednesday and they got flying in and they got them on a Friday. They can have, tired legs. So some of these games is based on that shit. So, but roster to roster. I got
my God, A1.
But hey, I'm just letting you know.
Let me say this, A1. This is game 5 of the season. Ain't too many people gonna be tired.
I got you.
Win or loss?
Miami lost. Miami
3-2. Home against Houston.
Win.
4-2. Home against Memphis.
L.
4-3. 2 road games back to back against Phoenix.
They split.
5-3. No. 6-3. I'm sorry, 6-3, and then on the road at Miami.
That's an L.
6-4. Okay, and I guess that's decent. But as I say, my main take I wanted to get was Zen's. I didn't get it tonight because I love to hear what he thinks.
I'm trying to figure out how do Talent Ted know about I Dream of Genie.
We see Damian Lillard take
Talent Ted, you're a youngster, man. You don't know about that.
To the Western Conference Finals. We've seen him do it.
Talent, if you can hear me, I know you can. You're in the chat. Jot down these, or either come on the panel. I want to get you done on Portland.
He's thinking about I Dream of Genie. He got some lightweight porn in his head.
Also, Talent, I wanted to get you. I haven't got your take on Brooklyn either, so I need to get your take on Brooklyn, especially since you know that Kyrie and KD is coming back. So if you can come on the panel, it'd be cool.
Is Brooklyn a top 6 seed now that they together? Gonna be staying together?
Everybody say they winning the championship, Purple Baby. Top 6 seed.
Well, Boston is the favorite, Marvin.
Yeah, I know.
It's just that their odds went up like to 9-1 from like 16-1 or something like that. The odds just like shot up once that announcement was made.
But they still need a seed, regardless of what the odds are.
Man, you got a motivated Kevin Durant because nobody on the market was willing to offer him what he was worth. That's a motivated dude. You got a motivated Kyrie on the last year of his contract, so he got to straighten up and fly right. You got a motivated Ben Simmons hearing all this shit. That's a motivated team with chips on their shoulders, and they got. All right, Kevin Durant's a top 5 player. Kyrie Irving's arguably a top 10 player. They're gonna be tough to deal with, man. And they got. See, the thing is, they got Royce Clayton, whoever that was. Who did he come from? Utah or Denver? He's an all-league defender. He's an all-NBA defender.
I think Utah.
Well, you know what, guys? I was reading some stuff today. That blew my mind. Check this out. Did you guys know that Kyrie Irving this past season, in limited amount of games, we all know that, averaged 27 points a game while shooting 50% from the field, 40% from 3, and he shot 49% from the field, 40% from 3, and 90% from the free throw line. He was almost a 50-40-90 player last year.
Oh, Marvin, my God, you make my head hurt just now. Oh God, Marvin.
And he put up 60.
That's not surprising.
And Dex, you didn't get it.
We didn't get him, man. I'm traumatized.
I didn't even know that. The only player that was close to him, because nobody put up the 50-40-90 last year. But also, Drew Holiday almost did it. He shot 50% from the field, 40% from 3. And listen to this, Purple Baby. Drew Holiday would have did it, guys. He shot 50% from the field, 41% from 3, but only 87% from the free throw line. He blew it on the free throw line.
He
shot his
only 87%. That's pretty damn good.
I'm trying to remember what Genie's name was. I think it's Barber.
It's called 50-40-90.
Barber
You
something.
can't get that at 87.
Yeah, you right.
It was Larry Hagman and Barber something.
You right, brother.
Unstoppable.
Barbara Eaton, sir. Barbara
Eaton, yeah. Barbara Eaton, yes.
It was just a quick question.
What you got?
About the front office.
He's a bad little
brother now.
What's that? I couldn't hear you, Unstoppable.
Front office is interested in signing Giannis' brother now. See that?
Oh, you talking about Milwaukee?
No, Chicago.
Wait a minute.
What brother?
They doing what?
What brother?
His little brother. They interested in his little brother.
Who?
Giannis Antetokounmpo's little brother. Named like Kratos or something like that.
I ain't know the Bulls were talking about signing him.
Yeah, look it up. Or Google it. They said it just came out.
What the hell we getting him for? What position does he play?
I think power forward, small forward.
Point guard. He taking Lonzo's spot.
Shit. I know better than that, too. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Unstoppable. I didn't know we were even interested in him. I thought we was holding pat until about All-Star break. I'll read up
Came out today.
I'll read up on it in a little bit. Ted, are you on the panel to do your Brooklyn take?
Yeah, we didn't do Brooklyn already?
No, I didn't never get your Brooklyn. I got the Knicks from you. I got a lot of them I need from you, but we're just going to do them slowly. A1 is on the panel. Unstoppable's on the panel. I need to get you on that one too, Unstoppable, if you got a minute. And then I got everybody else, though, I think. Well, I ain't got everybody else, but I got quite a few. Purple, I ain't got you either on the Brooklyn either. So, Ted, if you're ready, let me know.
Yeah, shoot.
All right. Brooklyn Nets. I'd like to hear your take on this because that's partially your team. So, home against the Pelicans.
It's a dub.
1-0. Home against Toronto.
That's a dub.
2-0. On the road against Memphis.
That's a dub.
And you win everything because you got KD and Kyrie, huh?
Oh, nah.
3-0. On the road against
We was gonna have him
Milwaukee. On the road against Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's I must be having some good games against us. Full team. Full disclosure. I gotta go with the dub. I'm going with the dub. We in Milwaukee?
Yeah, you on the road.
Dub, man. Kyrie gonna go crazy.
4-0. You got him starting at 4-0. Home against Dallas.
Oh, that's a dub.
5-0. Two home games back to back against Indiana.
Back to back?
Well, no, 1 day in between.
1 day.
2 games in a row against Indiana.
I give them both.
6-1.
Nah.
Home against. Huh?
7-0.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. 7-0. I'm sorry. 7-0. Home against Chicago.
Damn. Brooklyn right now. Yeah, that's L, man.
7-1. On the road at Washington.
Dub.
8-1. And then on the road at Charlotte.
Oh, that's the dub for sure.
He got him at 9-1, guys.
That's the best record in the first 10 games because 82 is the only thing closest to that.
How you know that, Dex? You ain't got what I got over here.
Right. Somebody did have 9-1, huh? Somebody had 9-1 for some team.
But it wasn't for that team. I don't want to give the takes out yet. I don't want to give the takes out yet.
It was Vern.
Vern. Yeah.
It wasn't for
the
this
Lakers.
team.
Yeah, Lakers.
It wasn't for this team, though.
Nah, it wasn't. It was for the Chicago, I believe.
No, I think it was the Lakers.
No, I think Vern.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say. I'm just jotting them down.
It was either or, Chicago or the Lakers. One of them two. I remember him running them off like that.
But I do say this: remember your own takes, and you don't have to believe what I tell you. But I'm writing them down, so I'm not lying. Unstoppable. You want to do Brooklyn?
Go ahead, bro.
All right. Your first game is home against the Pelicans.
I think I'm gonna have to go 10-0, but go ahead. I remember the names all together.
Home against the Pelicans.
They gonna
damn, 10-0.
Yeah. If I remember the teams you just said, they gonna go 10-0.
I can name you the roster.
All right, hold on. Home against the Pelicans.
Home against the Pelicans, they gonna beat them.
Home against Toronto.
Brooklyn.
Toronto?
Brooklyn.
Okay. On the road against Memphis.
Brooklyn.
3-0. On the road against Milwaukee.
On the road against Milwaukee?
Yes.
I didn't hear that. Milwaukee.
I felt the same way.
Damn. Milwaukee.
Flip a coin.
3-1. 3-1. Home against Dallas.
No, hold on, man. Hold on.
All right, on the road against Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Milwaukee.
3-1. Home against Dallas.
Home against Dallas, we're gonna beat Dallas.
4-1. Two home games, 1 day in between against Indiana.
Come on, man. That wasn't even necessary to tell you that.
6-1. 6-1.
Yeah.
Home against our Bulls. They had 6-1.
7-1, bro.
You picked against our boys, okay?
Hey, you want me to be fair?
Well, yeah. The reason I'm telling you that is because you picked the Bulls to lose that game when I gave you the Bulls schedule.
I know that. That lets you know that I ain't doing it just because of my team. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they're gonna be ready for me yet. Go ahead.
Okay, you sitting at 6-1, right?
Yeah.
On the road at Washington.
They're gonna be Washington.
On the road that's 7-1. On the road at Charlotte.
They're gonna be Charlotte.
8-1, and on the road at Dallas.
They're gonna beat Dallas.
I don't believe that, but I'll take it. 9-1. All right.
Yeah, you got to explain to me why you don't believe that. We talking about Kevin Durant and Kyrie. We talking about a 4 healthy roster, right? Kevin Durant, Kyrie.
Right. Remember, when I asked to do this, I told everybody current roster healthy. So we all was thinking Kevin was going to be there.
Right. So you said you don't believe it, so I want to hear your take. Why you don't think they'll beat Dallas?
I believe a lot of people are underestimating Dallas. I believe Dallas got a good team over, and they playing at home, and they on the road to go in the Dallas. Dallas plays well against top teams. I think Dallas will pull it out.
They gonna whip them boys ass. And the Ben Simmons playing too. They gonna beat the dogs out.
Dex, are you there?
I already did Brooklyn, right?
I know it, but I got quite a few teams that you have not done. You want to do one?
What team is it?
You make your decision which one you want. You got Charlotte you can do. You got
Charlotte.
State. You want Charlotte?
Yep.
Don't be delusional.
All right, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm going to call out one more team.
I'm going to have to find the right music for Charlotte.
Okay, you did Portland.
Okay. Do they have any graveyard music on here?
That's on you.
Dallas signed Frank Ntilikina, bro. Stop it.
What you say, Thomas?
Ted, I'm going to get back to you in a minute, but I want to get Dex done on Charlotte. And I don't think I got...
I think I got that little dime on Dallas, man. Somebody said they got a good team. I don't know who said that, but come on.
Yeah, you know who said that. Marvin said that.
They do have a good team, man. They do have a good team.
Said they going to beat Brooklyn, bro. Man, stop it.
All right. I mean, and I'll say this before we go any further. And nobody said they was going to the Western Conference Finals last year, and they wasn't there. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, Dex. We doing, which one are we doing, Dex? Charlotte?
Charlotte, yes.
Okay, I was still on Brooklyn, so give me a minute. You guys can go ahead and talk a minute. I got to bring Charlotte up. Oh, Purple Baby. She's already gone. That's right.
No, I'm not. I'm here.
I wanted to get one take from you tonight on Brooklyn, if you didn't mind.
Okay.
But I got Dex come out. I thought you was gone. I had Brooklyn up out of what did you then? But I'm bringing Charlotte up now, so I'll go back to it. I'm doing Dex next with Charlotte because I want to hear his take on Charlotte. See if he really believes in Charlotte or not. And I'm gonna do Charlotte too because I haven't did it myself. And the only people who have did Charlotte is you, Purple Baby, and Ted and Murgod. So, all right, Dex, here we go. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready when you are.
All right, first game is on the road at San Antonio.
Charlotte.
1-0. Home against the Pelicans.
Pelicans.
1-1. 3 straight road games. First one is on the road at Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah. That's who you picked?
Yeah.
1-2. On the road at New York.
New York.
1-3. On the road at Orlando.
Charlotte.
2-3. Home against Golden State.
Golden State.
2-4. Home against Sacramento.
Charlotte.
3-4. On the road at Chicago.
Chicago.
3-5. On the road at Memphis.
Memphis.
3-6. And home against Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
3-7. Okay, let's see who else I got in this section, so I don't have to move to get out of here.
I think FOF have an announcement.
What do you got?
I heard from a very, very good source. Russell Westbrook could be traded within the next 24 hours.
Wow.
To who?
To the Charlotte Hornets.
For who?
Whoa.
Russ and Hayward.
What, for Rozier?
Hayward.
I mean, Rozier, Hayward. The Lakers send Russ and the 2 first-round picks.
All right.
Wow.
And the deal is all based around if Detroit gets involved to add a third player.
And who?
How would Detroit get involved?
I don't know I don't know those exact details yet, but it's something has something to do with Detroit.
Lakers, Marvin.
Yeah.
Kemba Walker, basically, right?
You said what?
Yeah, they bought him out.
I can't hear you, son. I got some weird back feed.
See that Kyrie KD thing is solidified now. So I told y'all a lot of shit gonna start moving.
Okay, say the trade again, FYF. You said Rozier and who else?
Rozier and Hayward for Russ and the 2 first-round picks.
From Charlotte?
No, the 2 first-round picks from the Lakers, them go to Charlotte.
Oh, that's a good
So the
deal.
Lakers won't have no first-round pick till 2030?
No, they do. They have one this year, next year. It's a swap with the Pelicans. They do have a pick.
But that's if the Pelicans, be nice, right?
No, they have to choose either between their pick or the Lakers pick. It's a pick swap.
Got you. Okay.
How do y'all think that affects Charlotte? That tells me right there they in definitely a salary dump. That means they playing for free agency.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier in the season.
Listen, let's give
guarantees
Juju
a salary dump.
If this goes through, let's give Juju some credit because Juju said this about 4 months ago.
But I didn't think they would give up Rozier and Hayward.
I did because Book
They
Night.
the salary dump. But they dumping salary, and they're gonna really have a bunch of money at the end of this year, and they're gonna try to do something. They're gonna try to make some moves.
But you really think they would try to tank like that with no picks?
Yeah, me and Purple Baby had mentioned it. I felt the best route for them was to go, not to show it just so outrightly, but they don't need to play for anything. They need to totally rebuild. And this is what
But they don't have a pick to tank for.
No. They're going to use their money for free agents.
Breaking
Because they
news.
don't have any money.
No, they're gonna have to draft players.
Utah trying to
They
get
got plenty. They're going to have plenty salary cap money.
I also heard Utah's willing to make a deal for Donovan.
Facts.
With who?
Breaking news.
For Russ with the Lakers. I heard that too.
Oh man.
Yeah, I seen that. I just saw that earlier today when I was
only
looking at
said
that.
Charlotte because I know that's in discussion right now as we speak.
Wow. I mean, if Charlotte does it, I believe it's basically all predicated on salary dump. I don't think they're going to keep Russ. I think they're going to, get that expiring contract and move on at the end of the year.
I would keep Russ, man, and move LaMelo to the 2, man, ASAP.
I mean, they might
never. Why would you move LaMelo to the 2? Hell no.
What? Russ ain't gonna play the 2.
I don't care what you do with Russ, but Melo ain't going to no 2.
Nah, if Melo moved to the 2, he's gonna get buckets, my G. You wildin'.
Why do you want your best playmaker to get buckets?
I get, but I'm just saying, if they play in a tanking season, what I'm trying to say is at the end of the day, Melo could get his All-Star appearance easier. You understand? He could get his accolades up.
No, he's not going to be a 2. He's not going to be an All-Star at the shooting guard spot. There ain't no way in hell.
Man,
I think that might have been too tough for him too.
Y'all forgetting that Book Night needs to play, so Book Night.
Well, if it happens, I just don't see Russell being a mainstay. I think he might be there for the rest of the year.
I think he gets bought out.
Likes him first of all, and Jordan is not gonna buy him out.
Exact. I was about to say.
Why not? Why wouldn't he? He's gonna have to pay the salary anyway.
Yep. Oh, and he's got to pay Gordon Hayward's 15% because he ain't waiving that.
Yeah.
So
wouldn't the Lakers have to take on the 15% kicker?
Yeah, they probably would.
I thought it was a team that's trading a player. Oh shit!
But it could be in negotiations. It could be, I mean,
but Hayward ain't giving up that 15%. Hayward's taking that 15%.
No, he's gonna take it. But I'm talking about determining on which team is gonna pay it.
Oh, the Lakers are definitely paying that 15%.
I thought it was
Charlotte. The Lakers would have to play that kicker.
Yeah,
because Charlotte is Purple. Charlotte is obligated to it right now, but I think for this deal to go through, I think Charlotte would predicate that kicker to go to the Lakers for them to even accept the deal.
Because remember with John Wall, he had that same thing, and to get traded from the Wizards, he had to waive it, so the Wizards didn't have to pay it. It stays with the team that gave it to him.
Yeah, you can get the player to waive it, but I just don't see a money thirsty Hayward waiving it.
Exactly. I'm agreeing with that. Yes.
I agree.
He's not waiving it. Charlotte gonna have to pay.
Waive it. That might have been the reason he ain't going nowhere. He ain't wanted to never.
Because this is his last max deal. He ain't getting no other big deals after this.
Yep. So he trying to get everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would too. I ain't gonna lie. I would too.
He trying to suck up his bread like an anteater. Shoot.
What? That 15% go to a college fund. Our whole kid's college paid for.
Yep.
How many?
I ain't mad. Get all you can get.
But here we go with the trade scenarios again, huh, guys? Already.
This ain't a scenario.
I see Donovan getting quicker though. I'll be honest with y'all.
What's that?
Bed-Stuy, why are you trying to keep the Lakers? I mean, Russ with the Lakers. You don't want Russ to explore his options?
Bro, I don't believe Russ can stay with the Lakers now that LeBron signed long term. I think the trade-off was Bron says, I'll sign long term if you trade Russ. Because it don't make sense for them to trade Russ and you got no assurances from Bron to stay.
Yeah, I guess so.
It don't. I mean, Russ got to be gone. That's the only thing that really makes sense because it didn't make sense for him to sign right now.
Donovan for Russell straight up. That makes sense?
Hell no.
No, that ain't realistic.
They're going to have to come up off both of them draft picks at least.
Ted, I want to get your take, Ted, on the Knicks, if you didn't mind tonight, because I never did get your take on the Knicks.
I was going to ask the question.
0-10, bro. Easy answer.
Come on, man. Don't do that, Ted. Man, that's wrong, man. Why you want to do your boys like that?
Man, listen, man. Knicks ain't going nowhere, bro.
You really are serious. You really don't think the Knicks are going to win much, do you?
Nah. 0-10, man. 0-10.
Why would he have confidence in the Knicks? I mean, he's a smart man.
Well, okay. I'm gonna let everybody hear because I'm going to call game for game. Here we go. On the road against Memphis.
L.
Home against Detroit.
Oh, man.
See that?
They're going to win that one. Go ahead, man.
That's all I asked for. 1-1. Home against Orlando.
It's just because they play defense, man. They gonna win that one.
2-1. Home against Charlotte.
That's an L, man. Fuck it.
2-2. On the road against Milwaukee. 2-3.
Hell yeah.
On the road at Cleveland.
Damn good game, man. Damn good game. Only because I love them, I'm gonna give it to them though. But that's gonna be a good game.
You give it to the Knicks?
Yeah, defensively, every game I'm giving is because of their defense, bro.
Well, they 3-3. You gave them 3 defensive games. Here we go. Home against Atlanta.
Nah, Atlanta tough. They gonna lose that.
3-4.
They ain't got enough defense for that.
You got them at 3-4. On the road at Philly.
Yeah, they gonna lose that.
3-5.
Embiid is gonna
home against Boston.
That's an L.
3-6, and then on the road at Minnesota.
They too big, Minnesota.
Loss.
Yeah, L, man.
All right, 3-7. Yeah, what's up, Purple Baby? We can hear you. You got them at 3-7.
Just to talk about that Charlotte thing right quick. And that I don't know who's gonna be playing that 3. Probably Oubre though. If they if that trade do go through with Gordon Hayward. But one thing I do know is they're gonna have to bring Thor or Jones up from the G League team. Or that would mean Cody Martin gets extended minutes as a starter at the 3, which ain't a good idea to me.
Nah, they gonna bring Jello up, man. Stop it.
They need a 3, not a 2.
He could play the 3.
No, he can't.
And they tanking the season anyway. Bring that boy up, man.
Yep, they tanking the season. If they get Russell, that's a prime example that they finna just throw the towel in.
Just throw anything on the damn court, man. Just throw anything on the court.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. If they reach out and get Russ, you know what they're doing, and you see their direction.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Nah, I ain't going against you, Purple Baby, but I got hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you.
And then I still think they got a decision to make between Thor, Jones, and Williams because with Jones is not a 4, he's a 5. And Thor, I like him better at the 4, but he needs to be in the front court. And then I don't like Oubre. And remember, I think they're going to end up maxing PJ out, which I don't want them to do. So they got some more decisions to make. So, yes, they're going to free up a lot of cap space, but they're going to have a lot of decisions to make.
Yeah, but they're making that decision with cap space, and that's good.
That's what I was just going to say. When you got that kind of cap space, decisions are a whole lot easier to make.
But not if you're going to max out a guy like PJ Washington.
They're not maxing him out.
They're not maxing that dude out.
I bet you they will.
We ain't max Miles Bridges.
He ain't even worth nothing.
Well, y'all know they have to spend the money or they get a fine.
Oh, okay. As far as that, okay. I see what you're saying.
So it got to be spent. Your options are Kelly Oubre, Jalen McDaniels, or Jaden, whatever McDaniels it is. And
what about they max out Gordon and send him over to the Lakers to match the contract with Russ?
They don't have to. What's the name with that kicker? What's the name will be making? Because Russ is only making $47 million, right? Yeah, Gordon Hayward makes more than that. I think is going
Gordon only make 30.
Well, with that 15% kicker,
that's not going to kick him up to no 17 million.
I didn't say 17 or 65. My fault, not 70. 65. I'm sorry. Because he got like 31 million for both years or something like that. I know it's 30 something.
30 million a year. Yep.
So with that 15%,
that's only what? Hold on. That's only like 3 million. and it's like probably $4.5 million.
For each season, right?
No, for this season, because you can't pay a kicker that he already done spent time with. You only got to pay the kicker when you trade it. So how many seasons he got on his contract? Gordon Hayward.
This year and next year. He got 2 years. So
Oh,
this
okay.
next season, yeah.
Okay. So it'd be about $8 million.
Yep. So he already making 60. So that's 68. Probably 60.
It's almost 70.
Yeah. Oh, I did this math already. So somebody else, I wonder who else the Lakers is sending. Because if they taking back
The draft picks. They send the draft picks.
I know, but they still have to
You gotta make the money pick.
Huh?
You gotta make the money.
Oh, THT.
But are they taking Rozier too?
Most likely.
Yeah, and Rozier.
According to FYF, Rozier's in it as well.
Yeah.
And I've seen that. I seen what FYF was talking about. I went on the Laker page and I saw that.
Yeah, Terry Rozier is making 114. So
they talked about, but it could be Donovan Mitchell too now, because they talking about Donovan Mitchell.
Where is
the Lakers
going?
Yep.
To the Lakers.
Yep.
So that means Terry Rozier is going.
What's that package? They was talking about Kyrie Irving, right?
Say that again.
Just like they was talking about Kyrie Irving, right?
Oh my God! See, this when I was trying to get out, you pulling me back in. Oh my God! Why are you doing this to me?
Just keep
I'm trying
dreaming,
to
Dex.
So that means Rozier is going to the Jazz, right? Or is Gordon going to the Jazz? And well, that wouldn't make no sense. Gordon would need to go to what's the name? To the Lakers. The Lakers need him more. And if the Lakers is supposed to be getting Mitchell, if I heard that correctly, why would you want
right? Yeah, that's just the talk. That's just the talk. I don't know how serious those talks are, because now since Kyrie is going back to Brooklyn, the Lakers look like they're gasping for air and they just reaching.
I mean,
going back to Brooklyn. He never left Brooklyn.
Mentally, he did. Mentally.
Hey, Dex, I'm gonna tell you.
Mentally. Let me clarify that. Mentally.
I'm gonna tell you this, Dex. Lakers will get Buddy Hield before they get Donovan.
Oh my God! They just won't stop.
It could be.
And Buddy Hield not a bad pick to add to the Lakers though. They should
no man, we don't need that. We don't need no damn loser. He's a loser.
Buddy Hield is not all that.
He's a loser. No, I mean he hasn't. I mean, come on now. He done settled into a loser mentality. So we need somebody that's still hungry, that's greedy, got something to prove. Buddy Hield ain't playing like he got something to prove.
Nope.
He can shoot.
So Donovan would be good. Because he won.
Now wait a minute, Lex. Are you trying to take Donovan away from the New York Knicks?
I'm only talking about the Lakers done got engaged seriously with the Donovan thing. I just read that. I read the Gordon Hayward. And this is coming off the Laker platform.
Oh, hell.
So I don't know how thick it is, but, because Lakers, when they have their platform, they try to put everything on thick.
Well,
wow.
I'm just trying to understand, because that would mean Danny Ainge is going to take Terry Rozier for $114 million. And that's awfully shocking to me that he's going to take that long of a deal without Charlotte sending no picks back his way. That's awfully shocking.
No, Purple Baby. What are you thinking? You thinking the Utahs is going to take these players from Charlotte? I thought the Lakers were going to take these players from Charlotte.
They can't take Rozier and what's the name and Hayward. If Hayward is Russ is making 47. I don't know how much TH with them together, but I already know they're not going to be able to take in both Russ.
I think Terry's like 20 something.
Yeah, I don't think the Lakers are going to get Donovan. I don't think they could get Donovan simply because of the money issues.
Yeah, thank you. Terry's making.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying that's what they're talking about on their ledger, on their platform.
Okay, Dex, were they discussing a straight up for Russ for Donovan?
I didn't really dig into the deets of it. I just kind of, surface scan, Because it's not from Woj, it's not from Sham. It's just this Laker beat talk.
Okay, all right. So it's just talk. All right.
No Woj bomb.
No Woj bomb.
They coming though, starting Monday. I promise you.
Yeah, I believe they are too.
It's a good move for Charlotte to share his salary, but it's the Ainge thing. Like, if Donovan Mitchell goes to LA, I don't see Danny Ainge taking back Terry Rozier for 4 years.
No, he's not going to. Danny Ainge is not taking no long-term contracts, and he don't really want no veterans either.
He want a young player. You don't have to send him back a young guy that's on a cheaper deal.
That's why I think the Lakers are not going to be in that deal for Donovan Mitchell. Now, I believe they can do this deal with Charlotte, but I don't think they'll be in the deal for Donovan Mitchell.
I'm pretty sure if what's the name is making 68, like Dex said, plus Terry's 114, I'm pretty sure THT and what's the name don't even come close to whatever that is.
Yeah, you're right. Talented Ted, you still on the panel?
Yes, sir.
Did you want to go? You hadn't did your take on the Pelicans. I need your take on the Pelicans. Did you want to do them?
I want to say 0-10 because of Scott. Well, go ahead, shoot.
And you know that's why I'm giving this to you, because I want Scott to hear this. All right. First game is on the road at Charlotte.
Man. They gonna win that, man. They got a full roster. They gonna win.
I'm sorry. I didn't have my page down far enough. First game is on the road at Brooklyn.
Oh, nah, that's an L.
0-1. Second game is on the road at Charlotte.
They gonna win that.
1-1. Home against Utah.
They gonna win that.
2-1. Home against Dallas.
They got their full roster. They gonna win that.
3-1. On the road at Phoenix.
Phoenix ain't looking that hot this year, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. They ain't making no moves like that. And I gotta keep it 100, man. I see a double on that too. They got their full roster, bro. I gotta keep it 100.
I know it. I believe 4-1. On the road 1 day later at the Clippers.
That's gonna be a hard game to win. That's a L.
4-2. 1 day later on the road at the Lakers.
That's a damn good question, bro. At the Lakers?
Yep.
I'm gonna give it to the Pels.
5-2. Home against Golden State.
Now they gonna lose that.
5-3. On the road at Atlanta.
Pels in Atlanta.
5-4, and then on the road at Indiana.
Nah, they gonna win it against Indiana.
All right,
that Laker game. I'm suspect on that Laker game, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just a Laker hater.
What you want to say on it? Because I've got you down at 6-4.
Nah, I'm gonna keep
it. You honest.
I'm a Genie Buzz lover, but I'm a Laker hater, bro.
Yeah, you want Gene in the bottle.
I want Gene in the bottle.
Okay, realistic take 6-4.
Yo, Dex, have you seen her Twitter photo, bro?
I seen Jeannie back in the day when she was in Playboy. Can't get no better than that.
I haven't seen that, but it can't get no better than
Is it true that Jeannie Buss is dating Rodman?
I don't know who she dating, to be honest with you. She dated Rodman before. I know that, like in the late 90s.
That's a hell of a
damn. She a renegade. God damn.
Yeah.
Vintage. That's that vintage.
Rodman and Phil Jackson, that's some shit. Yo, that's odd right there.
I mean, pause, but I mean, the stories about Phil and his Woodstock days. I mean,
the Zen. Zen master.
My God, let me leave that alone.
That's fucked up.
Okay. I'm just saying. I mean, Phil was Phil.
Phil was Phil. I agree. Yo, when Phil had that huge mustache, you remember when he just had the mustache alone, bro? Phil used to get it in. Not sleeping. See the way he walked. You can tell he put that work in. Now, let me stop.
Yeah, stories about Rodman too. You know what I mean? I mean, Madonna, she always say she loved Rodman. So loves Rodman, man. I mean, she never had. Never mind.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that right there.
Rodman was just a freak. That's all. Shit. Probably had all kinds of midgets and every fucking thing in the room with him.
Well, rumor is Phil and Robin have 3 legs.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Phil might be. Yeah, man. I'm good.
Phil might be a myth.
No commento. No commento.
Telling you. He ain't hung low like a brother.
Hey, you got to dispute that with Jeannie.
Facts.
Well, yeah. Well, I ain't gonna pause. I'm gonna say pause.
Yeah, pause. Say pause.
Yeah,
I mean, Bill. What's the other hippie? Bill Walton. He's in that group too. Bill Walton.
Yeah, well, he's tall enough. Shit, Bill Walton about 9 foot tall.
Will Chamberlain. I mean, they say Will Chamberlain had alligator tail.
Yeah, he hung low. He had a little Chinese in him. They used to call him hung low. It kind of remind that shit kind of remind me of me. Every time I used to go to the hotel, when I leave, everybody in the other room be talking about bye Marvin, because all the women be hollering. Oh man.
Yo, salute to the show, man. Awesome show, though, man. As always.
Yeah, man. Every night. What I like about it, Ted, is the calmness that we kind of display at times, and then we can completely go off the rail the next minute.
Oh, it all depends on who's on the panel, man. It all depends on who's on the panel.
Yeah.
Trust me, man. Based on who's on the panel, this could get ridiculous up here.
They said Matumbo and what's the guy named Hill? I think it's Tyreek Hill or something like that.
Sure,
Said they was from another planet.
We're about to get up out of here. We're gonna pull it back up tomorrow.
Yo,
salute flight.
Right.
Shout out Tad, shout out Unstoppable, Dex, Marv, everybody that pulled up. Of course, my man Hoop Jargon. Everybody pull up if you missed the beginning.
Yep. FYF.
Tune back
Purple
in.
Baby.
FYF. Yeah, don't miss the beginning. Hoop Jargon shut it down. It's Flight Sports.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.